Heavy
Yo, can I
hat.
see your glasses again? I want to see your glasses, dude.
Wait, do you actually use glasses or no?
Yeah, I'm blind as a bat. Well, now I'm doubled. And
Well,
they're
technically,
not down
bats
all the
aren't
way.
blind. They're just in really dark territories. So I mean, like.
Oh,
actually.
wow.
Actually.
I don't want my glasses anymore.
So are we ready to begin?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get water real quick, but you can start?
Oh my gosh. Oh my lord,
Wait,
dude.
wait. If I remember rightly, weren't we literally in a conversation with Flip when we last started?
No. We were
We-
not. Well, yeah, kinda. So we kinda need a Flip here. So we'll wait. We'll
We
wait
can go
now.
over the recap.
Well, I mean,
No, I mean not right now. Not right now. I'm saying like we can go over that first when he gets back.
yeah, I know. I know.
I mean, he's back.
Hi, Flip. You cause so much drama and you can't even hear us.
Wow, so much fucking. Anyways,
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hammer!
anyways, if we're ready to begin, I am prepared. Hold on, let me go to Desert Winds. Why? Because I
should-
want to.
I should get my character sheet out. That'd be kind of important.
So, last time we were in Grasandia, Kana was afflicted with a certain disease that was not unveiled to them in the best of manners, and also you guys met a person named Grant who then consequently healed the disease. You guys almost got into a fight with a bunch of wraiths, but you weaseled your way out through a dark tunnel and popped up into a grove. After that, you guys decided that it would be best for you to leave the town of Magnolia Spring, which Gabriella and Rosalind have been calling home for quite a long time now. Vlastimir tried to stop y'all, but then he was ultimately like, alright, you can go. Before leaving, you guys saw a crow that was promptly shot right through the neck by Gabriella, and the crow didn't seem to die. He instead wiggled off and started talking to Galax and told him that death is coming soon for someone that he knows, but it didn't specify as to who. And then you guys took off on the horses into the dead of night. As day broke, something weird started happening with Hana, as a being emerged from Hana's body in a dark figure and started talking about how it needed sacrifice and for people to know it. And this spirit then revealed itself to you guys as Kalaktu. And after that, after hearing multiple voices, Hana seemed to be talking to themselves, talking to the spirit talking to them, showing multiple things, slicing itself down. You guys were like, oh, okay, let's just continue down the road now.
In fairness, okay, I asked, but she did not. I covered for her, she still wouldn't tell me.
Seems
It's not
normal.
fair.
I mean, at this point, it's just par for the course for this.
You know?
Oh, that again.
This whole thing?
Oh, demon possessions, you know, just the usual here. You guys continued down the path, and decided to camp right outside the forest break where it turned into the great, like, plain area of Khitan. And, you guys decided to break for the night where Rosalind decided to stay up through the night since, you know, elven things. And she was then visited by a mysterious being shaped into a form of a giant deer, and they had a couple words traded between them. Rosalind did not seem very happy about them. And then when day broke again this time, you guys saw a caravan toting in line with a prisoner. The prisoner was revealed to Gabriella as Brand, and the leader of the caravan also revealed to Gabriella that he might know some things more than he lets on. And then with that, he asked Gabriella if Gabriella could join them in their caravan towards 3 Point Market, and Gabriella turned him down and said that they need to keep that Gabriella needs to keep them in check. And then, so you guys packed up, moved on to 3 Point Market, where you were definitely stopped at the door and asked for your rings. Upon showing rings for inspection, you guys were admitted entry. The city, as you broke through, you noticed just the weirdest noodly shaped streets, looking like buildings just kind of pop up wherever they find the space for. There's no real structure to the city. It looks as if, though, people just kind of throw their carts down, throw their tents down, and eventually decide to make a home for themselves. You found out that there is a couple of people selling Azamar jewels and trinkets, and that there is a underground subterranean race along the city sewers that are known as the Fushipians. You guys then decided to go to a magic shop to look for some magical items and to get the shield that Galax has, also known as Callum, looked at. Upon him saying that there's actually a spirit trapped in the shield, or more specifically, the gem in the shield, there was nothing more that he could really do, and he said that there is very powerful magic behind it. You guys then exited the shop where Gabriella and Rosalind were stopped by 3 hooded figures with lights emanating from their palms. And they just calmly looked at Gabriella and said, "We need you to come with us." And that is where we ended the session last time. So Gabriella, what do you want to say to them?
Been preparing for this my whole life, chat. Who are you?
He looks you in the face, and the figure kind of snuffs his light out, and he just sits there for a few seconds, and he brings his hood back to where you can see a scar along his cheek going down. He's like, "I believe we've met before already," and you can notice the scar from the same captain on the side of the road that you guys were talking to.
Wait, okay, that kind of derails my plans a little bit. Alright. Who else is with me next to
I'm
it's just
with you.
it's
So
just Rosalind, right?
Galax went to the cart before you guys, so it was you and
Oh.
Rosalind that were sitting there. The cart is around the corner, so it's not currently in sight, but you can tell that, like, if you made a loud enough noise, they would be able to hear you and come running.
Where am I?
You're on the
You're
cart.
at the cart.
I went to check
You're
on
like
you.
on the horse.
Yeah, you're just vibing on the
cart.
horse.
I'm
No, you're
going
asleep.
to
still-
No.
In the
I'm
car.
Yeah, you're in the cart.
Yeah, you're in the
woke up
cart.
to know now.
We just been like
by the
transferring
way-
your comatose body everywhere.
You were next to a lion in the
Still
cart, by
asleep?
the way?
Still asleep.
Or a tiger. You're next to a
Oh, yeah,
tiger.
we have a tiger. Just
We
in the
have a tiger,
Oh
by the
no,
way.
we have a tiger.
So,
Oh, yeah.
he may not be trying to eat you. Just a side note, in case you wake up and there's a tiger
Welcome
next
back,
to you.
Kells.
Just wake up slowly, okay?
Take it easy. Don't rush into things.
Movements, and don't hiss.
Man, this is probably what it feels like waking up from a coma and be like, by the way, all of this happened.
Oh,
By the way,
on that
you're in a
note- on that-
circus.
Galax is gonna sort of walk around and just nudge Snow and sort of go, not to concern you, but we have a tiger. He's fine.
He's
Leave
cool. Name's Toby.
Toby's
I
all
think-
good. And our friends are just doing something. And I sort of point, and obviously at this point I see the confrontation going on.
Yeah.
So I pointed in the direction. So Snow, and I guess if Hannah's listening, we'll see the thing going on as well.
I'll talk to Rosalind in Elvish and say, go get the others. Whoever can follow me, I'll be fine.
Are you sure about that,
Nope. But what choice do I have right now?
though? I would rather
You
not
see
go alone, though.
you see the guard while you guys are talking kind of tilt his head, and he looks over. He's like, "What are they saying?" And you see the other elf that is sitting there, like the other hooded figure, kind of pull back his head, his
Glare at
hood,
this elf.
He pulls back his hood.
You better shut the fuck up. This is an easy conversation.
You see that it's a very bald, heavily tattooed elf with very long, pointed ears and a long, extravagant earring from his left ear, but the other one is not pierced. And he looks at you. He says, "They're calling for backup."
Oh, really?
Is there
Hi.
a reason why I need backup
You know,
then?
it's rather rude to eavesdrop, sir.
He looks at you. He's like, "I thought that since we were sitting right here that, maybe it wasn't considered eavesdropping. I am, after all, with him."
And I am with her. And you're not
He is
taking
with
her
me.
alone.
He looked at you. He's like, "It wasn't our intention to take you guys alone, madame." And
shit.
you see him slowly pull his hood back over his head.
Okay.
Wow.
Fuck my plans. You need to give us a better explanation of what you want with us.
The guy with the scar looks at you again. He goes, "You're not at liberty to have that information yet."
Then you're not liberated to take us anywhere.
He said, "We can do this real easy." Or, and he kind of brings his
Your
hand up.
variation of easy is different than my variation of easy. So whose definition are we going off of?
This is real Karen energy right now, and I love it. He brings his hand up. He goes, "How about I show you?" And he looks back, and he says, "You see the young human talking to the stall over there?" And he just...
Stall?
Well, talking to the man in the stall. Listen, this town's all kind of wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. And he looks over. He goes, "Nah," and he motions to it. And the guy just talking just kind of stops, and he remains motionless for a second, and then he falls limp and hits his head on the stall as he falls down. He's like,
Well, that's a cute magic trick, but
Where's
you're
the
the idiot who
stall
used the spell slot.
he looks at you. He's like, "I think I can have a few to spare."
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy and change my eye color to bright red.
Okay.
See if I can scare him at all.
All right. What are you gonna say to him?
You think a little trick will scare me at all? You don't know me very well.
Go ahead and roll me intimidation.
Ooh, I have all the new dice to pick from.
Which one's gonna be
Oh
nice?
yeah, Addie's been dice shopping.
Which one's gonna be
Welcome.
well behaved?
To my world.
Yeah.
The decisions.
That is, oh god. It 13. What is that addition to?
Plus there's a.
It would be intimidation. Intimidation is its
intimidation
own
modifier.
like skill.
15.
15. He looks at you. He goes, "I don't know what you're possessed by, but whatever it is, I'm not too scared of it. I can fight anything under the sun."
Oh, you shouldn't underestimate me. I might be small compared to you, but I can still bring you down my level, sir.
He pulls his hood back to show his scar more prominently. He's like, "I've underestimated only one combatant so far in my life."
Is her name Karen?
He looks around. He's like, "Gabriella," and you see him kind of whisper under his breath, and you hear it in your cranium, like kind of like spreading around, swirling, like you're kind of intoxicated and you're like little nauseous from it, but you hear him say, "It's about Drake," and then that's the only sentence that he really says to you.
Well, shit. Fine. I guess I'll go with you. Rosalind, I'll be a minute or so. Oh, is Rosalind coming with?
You can bring him with if you want, but depends on how they handle certain travel methods.
If you hurt her, I will find you and hurt you. I will track you down, you jerk.
My god, is this taken? I love this
I
movie.
don't know who you are.
He looks at you, he goes, "Now, I mean, you can stay here if you want. We don't plan on hurting her at all." but you and your compatriots are more than welcome to come with.
I think this will be a private matter, darling. I'll be a minute. Have they have information about my brother?
Again.
You see him snap, and like a little wall starts to shimmer and move, and then it turns blue. He's like, "This way."
This better be clean.
As you go through, you kind of feel like this warmth, and you see like a whole abyss before you, and then as you go through, it closes, and he's not behind you.
Neat.
Neat, cool. No, that's fun. That's fine.
Pretty cool.
He looks to Rosalind. He's like, now, we've heard tell about certain person that you've been traveling with. That seems to have a shield of import.
Maybe.
It's related to my
Maybe
brother.
not.
Wait, what?
No, he's not talking to you. He's talking to Rosalind.
Oh, I was
Rosalind
like,
didn't
wait a
go with
minute.
you. He didn't go with you through the portal yet.
Rude
I
ass
said
motherfucker.
maybe not.
He looks at you. He's like,
I can play these games all day.
He's like, I can too, and he snaps his fingers again, and he just slowly, you see a portal start to open up underneath you. He's like, tell me what I want, and we can just get on with our days.
What? How am I supposed to tell you what you want?
Were you traveling with somebody with an odd shield?
There's always a chance.
He's like, all right, Colleen.
I don't know who you are, sir. I'm not gonna
He's
tell
like,
you.
all
You
right,
don't know
Colleen
who you
Shackler.
are.
And you start to see the elf move towards you with like his like weird little handcuffs in tow. And he's like,
you do know you haven't told me who you are at all, so I have no idea.
He
who
goes,
you
I
are.
don't need to tell you who I am.
I think you do.
I think I have the upper hand here, considering that your friend already went into another place
That's
with
what
us.
you think. That's what you think.
Almost said the D word.
Dick. yes, Galax.
Are we seeing this?
You'd be able to see it.
I'm pretty sure I'm making a lot of noise to get you over here at this point.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure. I'm gonna sort of grab, not like grab them, but like I'm gonna get Snow and Hannah and be like, I would start preparing yourself a little bit.
Okay.
And like, I'm making sure that now they're definitely focused on what's going on.
So when I wake up,
There's a tiger.
the
Staring at
tiger,
you? Is it just staring at you?
is it friendly? Is it aggressive? Is
Open
it
it.
cuddling with me? Like, what's going on here?
It's grumpy.
Own the tiger.
It's grumpy, but it you can tell that it's not intent on hurting you.
Is
Man,
I own
it
the
sleeping
tiger.
or is it like staring at me?
It's just sitting in the cart, staring out the back of the cart.
Okay, so I'll wake up and I'll see this and I'll be like, okay, shit went down. We have a tiger.
I'm gonna turn to Snow and be like, that's Toby. He's mine. And then I'm gonna sort of
He's
like,
a bit
snap
of
my
an
fingers.
asshole.
I'm gonna snap my fingers like this, and Toby's gonna like walk out the car and cart, and he'll be behind me now because obviously I've said get ready, so it kind of makes sense.
I will
Can
get out
I-
and pull my daggers out.
How big is your tiger? Is it like a normal sized tiger?
Oh, it's
If you wanna
a
ride the
bigger than
tiger.
average tiger.
Like a dire tiger?
Oh, it's a large tiger.
Are you gonna
It's a
ride the
lawyer.
tiger in the
I
battle?
am going to get on the tiger. wait, because you said you picked me up, right?
Yeah, so I'm making sure that you're looking. So I sort of pick you up and go, and then put you back down.
I look at you, and then look down at Toby,
and
and I just kind of hold my hands out and just kind of like let me go.
Can I flick him onto Toby?
Like, how small do you think he is?
I'm not a gnat. I'm 3 foot, like 3.5.
Yeah, that's almost my height.
Go ahead, little one.
I get on Toby, and I will pull out my dagger as well as my serpent dagger.
All right. Are you guys doing anything else, or is he just arguing with Rosalind still?
We'll listen to the argument.
He sits there and he says, "If you guys are not willing to comply, then we can go through these other means that we have shown. I just prefer not to, especially not to
Touch me, I
hurt."
will scream.
He's like, "I prefer not to hurt such a, so shall we say, fair lass. But I have a job to do, and the job will be done.
You still won't tell me who you are.
Will it make you feel better? Will it make you feel
Yes.
at ease? Will it make your stomach, you know, subside its little nauseating stance it's taking on me?"
Maybe. I might still hate you.
Maybe.
But maybe.
You may call me Slime.
Fine?
Slime.
Okay. Huh. Okay. Now, what
do you wanna
might you
know?
have? What might you have business with our friend that may or may not have a shield?
He does have a shield.
You don't know that. He might not. I'm having fun, aren't you?
He says, "We have a way to procure it from him without, let's say, damaging his limb."
You know, you would have to bring that up with him, maybe.
That's what we've been trying to do this entire time.
But you wouldn't tell me who you were, so I wasn't gonna take you to somebody if I
You
didn't
still
know who
don't
you
know
were.
who I am. I just
I
told
have
you
your
what you
name,
can
though.
call me.
I can track you down now.
Who's to say that's my real name?
How far away are they?
You don't know what I know.
How far away are they?
It's fucking Karen energy, dude.
I'm having fun here.
How far away
Well,
are
time.
they?
You guys are probably about 30 feet, kind of around a corner.
Oh, around a corner?
A little bit around a corner. Like, Galax was able to see them as he
Oh,
turns,
that's
but
right,
like, you,
they're
like
not
he
too
can,
far, yeah.
you guys can peek around. Yeah. He just looks down at his, like, his wrist
Can
for a
he
little
hit me in
bit.
the other dimension? Can slide?
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know.
Hello? There's no bathroom here.
No response.
Damn it.
He
I'm gonna
looks-
take a piss
I'm
here.
gonna. I actually put away my normal dagger and take out my. I look over at Galax and I kind of pop him on his side plating and kind of.
It's like
And then all of a sudden my scimitar poofs in.
All right.
I will get my friend, but you have to stay here.
I'm sort of like leaning against.
He smiles a little bit and he pats you on the shoulder. He's like, "Go ahead," and he like shoves you away from him.
I'm gonna go walk around the corner and go see Galax and tell him about lovely Slide, whatever the hell his name is.
All right.
He might have information for you, but at the same time, it's very fun to harass him.
Oh, so you're saying I can mess around?
Yes.
Ah, I like the sound of that. Can I bring Toby?
Sure, why not?
I sort of like whistle, and Toby's like not like behind me, so
I'm
it's
on
not-
Toby.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
that's the
you're on.
point.
Don't
That's the
make him
point. That's the point,
lurch.
listen. So imagine I'm walking. Toby is directly behind me. So if I was walking directly towards someone, they wouldn't be able to see Toby.
Is
That's
the crowd
essentially
just
what's
fine with
happening.
this, by the
I'm
way?
sort of like this. I'm sort of like walking over, and I'm like, "Hello,"
What?
and I put my hand behind my back.
What was that, Gabrielle?
Is the crowd just fine with this? It's the middle of like a busy day, and the crowd is just fine with
Like
like
I
fucking-
said, it's a very busy town. You don't know what goes on here usually.
I mean, Flip, this is also a shady town. They have
It's
like
very
a black
shady.
market.
I don't care how
Remember
shady of a
this.
tiger. It's a fucking tiger.
Dude, this town does not care
They
if it doesn't
probably-
have something
they
to get
probably
money
sell
off of.
tigers because they asked us that at the door if we were gonna auction the tiger.
Rude.
Apparently a normal thing. Hi.
Speaking of tigers,
Oh, wow.
But what are you guys doing when you walk up to him?
So I'm gonna put my hands
I'm
behind my
walking
back
back over.
purposely.
All
I'm gonna
right.
put my hands behind my back on purpose and be like, "Hello, good sir. Did you want to speak to someone?"
I quickly sheath both of my weapons, and he feels little arms wiggle through where his he's like this, right? And so like the
Oh
little
my
arms
God,
wiggle
doing
through
the
here,
arm
and I
thing.
go. So go ahead, Alex.
My
I would like to support Hana to keep her, like kind of holding her so that she has better arm movement.
I sort of look down and see this, and I sort of like smile a little bit, like it's more of a smirk, and I'm like, "Well, what do you want?"
He looks at you. He goes, "We're looking for the man who, let's say, dons an irreplaceable shield."
Irreplaceable isn't really the right word, though, is it? Cursed. Hurts. Makes your arm go a funny color. Couldn't be me, but, you know, I might know of this. Why? Why?
I start stroking his chin like this.
I sort of like, under my breath go, too far, like that. Like...
It makes me think of, you know, when people put their dogs in like a hoodie and then feed them. That's what I'm thinking.
The thing is, I'm imagining like a 6-foot Galax and like a 4-foot
Arms.
Ana, so the arms like don't reach like his face.
It's like T-Rex arms, dude.
Hi.
Hello, kitty. He looks at you and he goes, "Because we know how to, let's say, purify the curse."
Who said that the person would want it to be purified?
Let's say this person doesn't know the forces that work with it.
Maybe
You don't know
it's
the
a
person.
Yes, maybe that. Yes, and I'm sort of like getting a bit panicky now.
Can you roll deception for me with disadvantage?
Is it because of the
Yes.
short arms?
All right, here we go. 2.
He walks up to you, he says, "This person better stop fucking around and start telling me what we need to know."
I'm going to wait as he comes in to get intense. I poof my my revolver into my hand because I still have my scimitar and my revolver linked to me. So I poof my revolver in.
He looks down and he goes, "I wouldn't do that if I were you." And he grabs your other arm and he starts squeezing really hard, and you feel like the bone's like starting to give way a little bit, and he just holds on to the other arm.
You hear a small.
Aww. And I sort of at this point go, "Hold on," and I like pull his arm off. Will he let me pull his arm off?
He loosens his grip and he'll let you pull it off a little bit.
And I sort of at this
What
point,
arm did you use to pull his arm away?
My right one.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice try.
Alright.
And I'm at this point, my left arm is still behind my back, and I'm so. Here's the contrary, and I snap my fingers, and Toby like walks round me, and like just sits in front of me.
So
I'm
your arm with the shield on it is behind your back right now,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have like.
And I'm like,
If only I had a bag of holding.
Can
And I'm like-
I'll pull both of my arms back out and will Snow let me go, and as the big tiger sits, can I kind of slide down the back and like stand up?
Alright.
so
You're
what's
allowed
the
to-
issue here?
Ooh,
So what's the issue? I don't get what the issue is.
I have an idea.
He looks at you dead in the eyes and says, "The issue is your constant non-cooperation with us."
I didn't say I wasn't cooperating. You don't even know if I'm a person. Wait! And I like throw my arm up like this.
Is that
And
the
I'm like,
shield
so
arm?
what's the... Yeah. And I go, so
Oh.
what's the deal then? And I like show him the arm because at this point I'm just getting pissed off.
At this point, you hear that voice in your head again, and it feels like needles piercing your brain, and it just goes, "Don't trust him."
I sort of go, why? Like turning away and like under my breath.
This is the first time that you're noticing, but like you feel like a small heat kind of emanating from the shield a little bit, and it goes, "They are the ones that put me here."
How many viewers? Is just the one guy?
It's 3 hooded figures.
Okay.
And the shield like won't come off your arm, right? It's like
No.
stuck.
It was
If I take it
back
off, it
onto
goes
his
back to my
arm.
arm. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I sort
Cool.
of look at the guy and I'm like,
beard.
Yes.
I'm like,
Shave that comes right there.
I sort of look at them and I go, and I put my hand out. I'm like, what do you know about this then? Like not letting him anywhere near it. I'm sort of like, obviously me, like Toby's between us, and like my arms obviously on my left side, like so it's away from him. And I'm like, so what do you know, huh? Like gesturing.
He looks
I'll
at
move
you.
up
All right.
to the left-hand side of him just to.
He sits there, he's like,
I'm on it.
"I'll be honest, not much. I was tasked."
I'm gonna crack my knuckles.
Oh, very menacing coming from the glare.
Yeah.
Karen. Let me speak to the manager.
This
More
can
like-
get ugly. 1
This
star
is
on
more
Yelp,
like
ugly.
You harassed us for this information and then you have nothing to offer.
he looks at you, he's like,
What a waste of
my
time.
contractor might know more, but I was just tasked with.
You know, we should have
finding
this
you.
conversation with them. This is really a waste of time on your part and mine.
And I sort of look and I go, what she said? Like really sassy. I'm like, what she said? Like fully invested in
And
it.
I kind of tap the elf dude on like his knee a little bit with the side of my pistol and look up at him. And I go, ooh.
He doesn't respond. He doesn't acknowledge you tapping him on the leg.
Tap harder.
Can I sort of turn like to my left? and be
You,
like,
as you tap harder, you see him like shake his leg, trying to get you to go away.
I'm just gonna walk away with my head down a little bit, just kind of messing with my gun, opening it, closing it, and like fine.
Lucid, I would
He's
like to shoot 1 arrow just directly into the distance in this wherever I am.
Wherever
something.
I am.
Just something. Just make me feel anything.
Just make me feel alive.
You as you shoot the arrow, you see it kind of going, and then as it goes away from you, you notice that it slowly darkens as it recedes into the abyss behind you, and then all you hear is, and then it comes shooting past your the side of your head again.
Okay,
one of those.
I will duck.
All right, yeah, you're able to duck and move out of the way if you want. Like it's not like it's aiming for you at the angle that you shot it. It'll go over your shoulder and just keep on like kind of running parallel to that angle as it recedes to the left of you. After it gets to whatever is the end there, you don't know what's gonna happen, but
Okay.
it's just a perpetual arrow going until it runs out of momentum.
Huh.
Good job.
Neat. Okay.
This is portal.
Cool.
Literally portal.
Catch it.
He looks at you, Galaxy. He goes, "We know its name. We know how long it's been on this realm. We know a few
So
other."
you don't know nothing. You do know some stuff.
Yeah. I sort of like turn like a teeny wee bit and like, now would be a good time to show what powers you have. Like talking to the shield.
The
I'm gonna
shield.
take a step away from this.
The shield just goes, "Not in this form. I don't have powers."
What are you missing then?
You hear him just go, "A body.
Let him take
I can't past trapped in here.
I am so confused.
Did I hear a party?
Angry,
Sucks
it's
to
a soul
suck.
trapped in your shield, but its body
Yeah,
is
but-
somewhere.
Oh, a body. I heard a
Okay,
party.
Can I sort of turn?
I haven't had a birthday party in years.
I'm gonna sort of turn to him and get like really angry, starting to go down intimidation. So what else do you know about this shield? Who's possessed in the shield? And I'm like getting really not up in his face, but like you can tell I'm really.
I'm gonna thaumaturgy his eyes.
All right.
That
He
wasn't
looks.
red, I'm good.
He looks.
I mean, they're gonna glow.
He looks down at you, and he just kind of like brings his chest right up to yours, and he just looks down. He's like, "Enough is how much I know."
I sort of
Then
look at him and
share.
go, well, you ain't gonna get any more. And I cross my arms like this.
He's like, "These games are getting old."
Oh, I'm
Thorns?
still having loads of fun.
I'm gonna walk back up to him and tap him on the knee again.
the elf or him?
The elf.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around and I'm gonna be like, so you're a contractor? Fine specimen, I imagine. Who is it?
He looks around, and he looks back at you. He says, "The Blackwood family."
That's an interesting story there, friend.
From the other side of the abyss.
Everybody just turns and looks at Gabriella.
Gabrielle's not there. Gabrielle's in a portal in some other
Yeah.
world. Who knows
Oh
where?
shit!
Can I sort of, because obviously we know it's
It's like-
Gabriella Blackwood, right? So
Yes.
Can I
Yeah.
sort of?
She only
I
says it
definitely
once
know.
every 5 minutes.
Okay.
She's not very secretive about it, despite being secretive for like the first 2 sessions.
Okay, I'm gonna sort of go. We have a companion by the Blackwood name. Why would they be after this?
He looks at you. He goes, "It's not them. That's after this."
Then what? That doesn't help
I
your case.
slide my left foot back and try to touch Galax's toe with my heel
You know, I think we're rather done here.
and give him a little.
You might have told us something. We might have told you something. But in the end of the day, we both are losers. Have fun. Bye.
As you start to
Hold
turn,
on, hold on,
I
hold
look
on.
back up
No,
at
I think we're
Galax.
done, Gala.
I look
But-
back
Hold
up
on,
at
Rosalind, I'm
Galax.
curious.
Oh, sorry. I look
Not-
back up at Galax and I go,
Hold on, hon. Hold on. Which Blackwood?
I'm sure I can figure out which one. Or, you know,
Oh, could
our
you?
companion could find out which one.
well, your companion's not really here at the moment.
Doesn't mean they won't be back.
I feel like I'm the one to make that decision.
You know, if you don't bring them back, I will beat you. And I put the quarters down.
I sort
I
of
would
see.
like
I sort of see
To
the
flip
anger.
my knives into
I see the
aggressive
anger and I'm like, I wouldn't mess around now. And I'm like, my battle axe. So now in my hand. And I'm
She
like,
is
I'm not gonna be
essentially-
angry. I'm not gonna attack unless you give me a reason to.
essentially my family. You hurt her, I kill you.
I'm under strict orders not to hurt her. But
Better stay
Just
that way.
her? Just her?
Just
Well,
her.
that's
Better
fucking
stay
rude.
that way, or else.
I'm gonna look to my
I'm-
left and right. I'm gonna look to my left and right and go, do you like your odds, guys? Like to everyone at the party.
I put my hand like this up against like his knee. But
Just-
like the
This is
side
like-
of his knee. Like with nothing in it. Like you're holding something, but I just put
Okay.
it up to his knee.
are you
And I
trying?
also am still holding my gun.
He looks down for a second, and let me go ahead and find something real quick. 1 second, guys. D&D Beyond is super fast today, you know.
Prepare to become Cotton Hill.
What?
I hope you don't need your shins.
Okay, so, Hana, I am going to have to ask you to tell me your HP real quick.
Uh-oh.
Oh
30.
no.
Uh-oh.
It's 30? Alright. Hold on.
Oh,
Where's my other D10s? Oh, there it is.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
D10. Oh, I know what it is.
I'm
Kel,
fine.
do you know what it is?
no. I think
Oh,
so.
wait, no.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm fine.
I don't know what this means. This doesn't sound good.
Alright, you see him kind of, grab, like, a little handful of something from a pouch in his pocket, and he just speaks a small few words into it and blows it in your direction, and then Hana just passes out unconscious on the floor.
Pog.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Is this like an aggressive move? Like, could this be seen as like?
He
And
didn't seem
aggressive.
like he was trying to attack, he just seemed like he was really tired of this person constantly hitting his knee and pointing a
Okay.
gun at him.
Okay.
When I fall, my gun was cocked and my finger was on the trigger. Does anything happen when I...
When you're falling, you fall backwards and land, and as you fall backwards and land, you kind of pull the trigger and it shoots out. You hear the gunshot, but nothing comes
Was
out.
it a good bullet or a bad bullet? Okay.
It was one of the Doran bullets, so
Okay,
that one
so
was
that's
that one was
okay.
definitely a blank. You could tell.
Okay, thank you.
Well, he
Okay,
can't tell right now because he's unconscious.
Can I?
Oh, no.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Fine, here you go, and I'm gonna go to. And obviously,
What?
because what the shield does,
Mhm.
it's just gonna. I'm gonna go like that, as if I've dropped it, and it's just gonna come back on my own. I go, oh no!
He looks at you. He's like, "We're well aware of what the curse entails."
Why don't you share with, the cursed person? That would be great.
Sorry, I was
Like,
looking at Kyo asleep.
Share
He's,
this information.
he's like, I've been trying to get you guys just to come with me off the city streets so we can just talk about it a little more.
You didn't say that. You contradict
You
yourself.
literally didn't
again.
say anything like that.
He's like, I figured you
What
would have been
could
able to
say
tell
every-
that.
No!
Yes,
You're
my
not
brain.
exactly the most friendly person in the world either. You do know this.
I have plenty of
Listen,
friends,
smile
thank
more.
you.
Carefully.
No,
Here's
maybe
the
you
deal.
should smile more.
Here's the deal. You said you don't want to hurt Gabriella, correct? Then why can't she be here, first of all? Secondly, I'm only coming with you if you bring her back.
We aren't bringing her back yet. We're taking you to her.
Huh?
If we go with you, you better promise
Can-
that
is
we
everyone
can get back
coming?
safely.
Everyone can come if you want.
Yes. That's the only way I'm going, as long as we all come back. I sort of pick Toby up and put Toby on my shoulder.
He smiles a little bit. He's like,
No, yeah, pick up Toby.
I'll pick up Hana. Just like I'll
No,
pick up
thanks.
the gun and just kind
Yeah,
of
I was gonna
like
say, careful.
hold it
Just
and
remember,
just like
I tried to
put it
cover your
in my
ass
bag.
when a Shadow Realm fucking being came out. You still wouldn't tell me shit. So,
a little upset.
little
He-
upset.
He's
alright.
like,
So
now
leave me to
that,
rot. No, it's fine.
he's like, now that all this is done, can we finally go into the portal? And he opens up the portal that Gabriella went through the other, about a few minutes ago.
Gabrielle's
I'm gonna-
really
I'm gonna
so
st-
confused.
I'm gonna be like,
We're gonna come through.
Gabriella,
We're all
where
gonna
are
have like
you?
weapons and an unconscious Hana. Like, oh hi, Gabriella. Yeah, we
Don't
almost
put me in the
got in a
path
fight.
of the arrow.
I'm gonna be like, Gabrielle. Oh, hi. like realizing Gabrielle was there, like, because I was about to shout.
Oh, I'll be
Gabriella
on the
just
floor
there?
passed out.
Gabrielle. Another person. Someone's got to pick up her. Why are so many people falling on? I, like,
Isn't
put
the
Toby
other guy
down.
in here too?
He didn't quite come with exactly at the same
No,
time.
the other one that went with Gabriella.
Nobody went with Gabriella.
They just shoved her in a portal? I thought the
Gabriella
other
just
Asmar
walked
guy-
through.
She walked in.
in.
She just went in. Like, I'm Gabriella Blackwood.
Like the
I am
bad
Gabriella
bitch
fucking
she
Blackwood.
is.
I'm gonna shake Gabriella like, wake the hell up, you dumb son of a gun! Like trying to wake her up, like really shaking her. Like,
I actually was faking sleep, and I had my dagger out for the first person that was going to touch me.
Great.
But
Cool. Is this payback for the horse thing?
I will acknowledge that I recognize Galax, and I'm like, you're not the person I was going to stab.
I
When
sort of
I-
go, no fucking shit, and pick her up.
When I pick up Hana, can I like just check like is there a way to kind of like wake her up, or is she just like out cold and no way of
She's
Like-
unconscious right now.
Try shooting the gun next to her ear.
Do I still have all of my health?
You still have all of your health, yes.
Okay,
yes.
I'm just on health.
It's just
Okay.
that you can't move or speak, and basically, like, somebody has to wake you up, essentially.
Oh, so I can wake her up.
So the spell ends if the sleeper takes damage, someone using an action, or shake or slap the sleeper awake. Those are the two things it says.
I will shake
I'm ready.
shake Hana.
Uh,
I just grab her and I hold her and I just go like this.
Oh god. Just be careful.
In the portal, or is she doing this in the middle of a crowd?
There's studies about this, you know.
There are studies about this. But usually it's for babies, so.
I'm small. I'm baby.
No baby is
Fucking
3
baby.
foot tall.
Oh my god.
I like how Hana's height just progressively gets shorter as we go like through the campaign.
I'm still 3'6". I'm like this tall. Just like sitting down. But,
I'm
yeah.
gonna pick Gabriella up and be like, right, just stand in front of my left arm. Very important, it's the left arm. And I'm like,
Very
You can always
important
just
that.
decapitate the arm.
ha?
Are we in the portal?
We're in the portal.
All of us?
Yes.
I didn't hear what you said, Gabriella. What?
We can always cut off the arm.
I still look like
What?
when has that ever been an option? Please.
It was always an option.
I sort of like shoved Gabriella in front of me, like, right. What do you want?
You hear a word kind of entering your mind, and it just goes, scared, scared. It is just like you can tell that it's a panicked voice, like something isn't right with the shield.
Is there a portal back?
No, the portal closes as soon as you guys go through.
Wonderful.
Where are we?
You're
There's
in
a
a
portal in somewhere.
You're in a dark abyss that is just pretty much purple, dark purple in every direction. You can tell that the floor has some sort of liquidy property, but it doesn't feel wet.
thank
As
God.
you
Upside
as you
down.
move, you can see it ripple, but it doesn't really have any kind of wet properties, and it doesn't stick to your clothes.
Hey, guys, do you want to see something neat? Pulls back an arrow, shoots it into the abyss.
I'm gonna stop that instantly. Like, I'm gonna grab the arrow, snap it in half.
I
like,
swear to
that
God,
arrow
if you
is
break
not
my
gonna-
arrow one more time.
How many arrows has he
Not.
broken?
Can we
Yeah.
not and try and figure out how to get out of here now?
I kind of groggily walk over to everyone and go. And I like make my gun appear out of nowhere.
Do not.
I'm like, Hana, no, because I've already
Well,
stopped.
because I didn't know where it was. I woke back up and it wasn't in my hand. and then
I'm talking
just
to
gonna holster
Rosalind
it.
in Elvish right now. Just like, so what's the deal with him?
Hana, well, they got, dusted.
And I
guess.
say back, since I'm kind of groggy and I forget, I say back in Elvish, "What's the deal with you?"
Well,
Oh,
okay. In Celestial, I'll be to you.
that's new.
I'll be to you. It's like, so what's the deal with the other Asma that sent us here?
I kind of walk away in Celestial, going,
Okay, hold on. 1 second, Rosalind. How many languages do you know, and why do you only speak in like one word?
"All the ones you know."
You know.
Roll.
We brought the Sass today, guys.
I don't
Small
remember-
child. I'm having a
Oh.
conversation with my friend.
I speak Elvish and Celestial and Common.
I am gonna
Literally all
sprint,
the
but I
ones we
really
know.
gotta go pee. I
Alright.
really need to pee,
Okay.
so I'm gonna
No
sprint.
worries.
If you're using the
His
bathroom, the
feet
abyss to
touching
the left is
watery
much better.
floor.
What?
Oh, I
I
was
said
telling
it's his
Galax
feet.
that the abyss to the left is much better to use the bathroom.
Oh my god.
I hate it. So as you guys are like sitting there trying to argue and all this stuff, you guys hear a little whoom, and you see the portal kind of tear open behind y'all, and you see the guard's face poke through. He's like, "All right, come out."
No chairs.
He's like, "Do you not see the ones, you know, along the wall behind me, you know, in the center here? I
start
can show
running
you
for the
some more
portal.
if you want."
Meant in the abyss, but fine. I will take your chairs on the outside.
I start running for the portal, and right as I get there, I shove my hand out and I cast light, and then I jump out.
Okay.
I don't like being in here. It's dark and scary.
It's scary. So as you guys exit the portal, you guys start to enter into this very brightly lit, and now even more brightly lit.
He's blind right now.
You enter into this brightly
If
lit.
any of us were a freaking dark elf right now, or a drow, Jesus
Um,
Christ.
Sorry. You guys enter into this brightly lit cobblestone room that doesn't seem to have any immediate exits that you can tell from just looking around. You can see some weirdly shaped rocks that seems kind of out of place and on the wall incorrectly from the rest. But for the most part, it's just an empty cobblestone room. The roof is slanted inwards and the rafters are just, you know, like an A-frame house. And then in the center are 5 chairs set up, and then there are the 3 hooded figures along the sides of the room as you guys get in there.
No entrances or exits, no windows.
No entrances or exits that you can tell of, no.
And this portal that appeared, it appeared back where we came, like
Where you guys
we went
came
through,
in, this
walked
portal
through, and
ripped
then we,
open.
like, came back.
Yes.
A different room. Alright. Well, I shoved my hand right through the portal, I cast light, and then I come through and I...
Do I recognize this place at all?
No. This
Okay.
place is completely new. It's not something that you would recognize at all, or if your father did have it made, it was something that he kept secret from you.
Do we
I'm gonna-
see anybody in the room other than the one guard?
It's the 3
3 people.
hooded figures. It's the 3 hooded figures
Okay.
from before.
I'm gonna walk around the room and try to start like inspecting it, kind of like a rat caught in a trap, and just kind of like scrounging, looking for an exit.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
I will sit on the chair that looks the most comfortable.
Investigation +2, 16.
16. So as you're investigating and you get to a corner, you start to like push into the corner and you see your hand kind of sink into the wall a little bit and then it repels back out. But it,
Like I feel it push me back.
yeah, you sink your hand in the wall and then it pushes you back out of the wall.
Primeval awareness for me.
All right. You still feel that same aberration force that you were feeling from earlier.
Ooh. Okay. And that's within a mile.
Yeah, it's within a mile.
Ooh.
You feel the same aberration that you were feeling in the forest.
Okay.
Okay. He's
So
like,
I walk up to the Asmar, I guess, and be like, "So what's the deal here exactly? Why have you brought me here? Also, why are they here?"
he looks at them. He's like, the shielded one insisted on it.
Oh, Galax. He's rather droll, isn't he?
Agreed.
Now
Now,
then, we're here to talk business.
he looks at you and he kind of pulls you into a corner of the room. He goes, your father's looking for your brother.
Well, he can go find him himself, can't he? Oh, powerful Aeneas.
He looks at you and says, I think we both know that this was bound to come. Aeneas's power has been waning over the last few years.
Because he's an asshole.
So what you're telling us is he's lazy.
He looks over, he's like, this does not concern Elvish kind. And he looks back.
She is essentially my family, so I think it does pertain to me. So sorry.
Anything Rosalind has to say, you're treated just the same way as the Blackwood name.
He looks at
I'll
you.
have you remember that.
He looks at you, he's like, that's not very, reputable coming from a denounced Blackwood name.
I'm hardly denounced. I denounced myself.
You see me kind of like turn around in the corner and put my back to the corner. I'm kind of like rummaging in my bag.
The corner where you got your hand repelled?
Yeah, and I pull out and I just. I take out my shawm and I just start. I'm playing it
Find
like
that
really
little
bad, like kind of like maybe it's the first time I've ever tried to play it. You hear a lot of spit, a lot of lips, just like.
Regardless whether denounced or not, I still am a Blackwood.
He looks at you, he's like, for all intents and purposes, maybe, but I'm not going to respect your supposed name as much as others might.
Then
I pull out
we
a
have
dagger
no reason
and
to
it-
respect you.
I put a dagger like to his throat. It's like, you will respect us. That's just how it's going to be. We could play
I'm
this
gonna start
civilized.
concentrating, by the way. I'm gonna start concentrating, just to let you
We
know.
could do this civilized, and you can respect my compatriots.
You,
That's all I ask.
you see him kind of step forward closer, and he draws the dagger up to his throat. He's like, I've dealt with people like you before.
And we'll be
Hey,
happy.
princess. If you want
I
to
see.
try something, now's your chance.
I see things getting hot and heavy. I kind of start to play a little more frantically and a lot more spit coming out and like. Like normally I'm really down for fights, but I have no clue where I am, so I'm kind of feeling not too hot.
Kind of bring my head closer to his ear and just like whisper, like, I don't care who the hell you are. And I don't care if you think you know who I am. But if you hurt my family, and I mean this family, I will slit your throat. I will end your life. And you'll no longer have a reason to live. Easy as that.
He sits there and he goes, make it quick. And he pulls back away.
I put my knife back.
He goes, so about Drake.
Yes. What does my father want with Drake now?
He's worried.
It should
Wow.
be normal for him to be worried about his own children. What about Gabriella?
Is no one annoyed by my music?
No.
They're just kind of ignoring you.
I'm really concentrating, so I'm not even paying attention to you right now.
I mean, I'm angry, so...
he
That's
goes,
angry.
That's angry. I'm upset then.
but he looks to Rosalind and he goes, maybe you should ask the princess why someone such as him doesn't care as much.
Oh, I know
What?
a bit about him. It's fine.
All of a sudden, Snow's gonna be like, wait, you're a princess? Hold on.
Wait, was that not obvious? I was kind of a
No.
bitch.
I just thought that you were a regular bitch, not a princess bitch.
Not a real bitch.
Wow.
I'm used to them, Gabriella's way, so I'm like not put off by myself. Cat, can you not hit the keyboard and start typing in chats?
I'll try.
He sits there for a few seconds. He goes,
Oh.
now, we've been in contact with Drake pretty regularly up until recent. And we have, reason to believe that he might be in trouble. So we were trying to scratch at the bottom of the barrel first.
The bottom of the barrel, that's how you want to describe it. As someone who actually knows where Drake is, you want to
Oh,
scratch
do
at the bottom
you?
of the barrel.
Oh, dude.
I do. Try me. Try me, DM! Try me!
Go on! Go on!
Come on. Persuasion? What you want?
You don't actually know. Wait,
Deception?
you know his last location, but you don't know where he is currently. So go ahead and
Okay.
roll deception for me.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll deception for me.
That is a 23.
23 goes. All right. When are you willing to relinquish this information?
You do realize if we were able to find him or could find him, what would make us want to tell you? Or rather, Gabriella's father, for any reason.
Well, my father's an asshole, so he's out of this picture for this.
That's why there's no reason for us to say it.
If
So
my
give me
brother-
a reason.
If my brother's in trouble, I will go to him.
Did we not mention that he might be in danger?
And I
You
can
did,
handle
but
that.
what reason would the Blackwood head want if we can save him? Why would we have to tell him anything?
Probably
You give
because
me that zero reason.
probably because they don't really trust the fact that Gabriella can, you know, do anything of this magnitude without screwing it up.
And you know, we don't trust you either, so ha.
Do I start to get a little bit better?
Performance check.
Am I improving at all? Like, am I grasping the double read? Like, do I understand that I need to like get it to vibrate to like?
We're
Make
having
some
a
noise,
huge
please.
argument and Kyo's just having a performance in the corner.
Literally like a mini recital, and Snow's like the parent watching Kyo perform.
He looks.
I'm just observing everything.
The guard looks at the elf again. He goes, "Colleen, can we just get her out of here?" And he like motions to get Rosalind away from him.
I step in front.
Oh, you touch me, I will scream.
I'm stepping in front.
He looks at you. He's like, "I don't think anybody will hear you in here."
Oh, you don't know.
Wait,
Through
you
my
also
third
did
ear,
that
I'm
one
gonna hurt
really
his ears. Or through my third ear and boom my voice.
You can boom your voice up to 10 times, right?
Boom my voice up to 3 times as loud as normal for a minute.
All right.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
What are you gonna do with your voice? You're just gonna scream
I'm screaming like directly into his ear.
into his ear? You're not able to
Oh.
get to him. You're a little away from him. You
You
already told
shoved
the elf.
me! I
No,
can
no,
scream into
he
his
got
ear
the other
before
person. He got the other person to take
Oh,
you away.
I'll scream into that one.
You see yourself starting to like get your vocal cords warmed up, and you scream, and then the elf that's sitting there just kind of looks at you. He turns his head and he calmly closes your mouth.
You touch. Bite him. I'm biting him.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an attack.
I'm biting him. Cat, what did you do with my dice? Where did it go?
I ate them.
The
Okay.
forbidden fruit.
What do
Roll
I
it.
add for a bite?
It's just an attack roll.
What
It's
do I do? Okay.
it's plus
I got
strength.
an 11.
Plus strength.
11 plus my strength, 12.
All right. Go ahead and roll me damage, which for a bite I believe is a D4.
One, yeah, D4.
D4, okay.
D4 plus strength.
Oh,
2
funny.
plus 1, 3.
You bite him and he just looks at you. He's like, "All right," and he grabs you by the throat and he just slowly starts shoving you away from them.
You better let go of me, or else I'm gonna bite you again.
See, he's got you by the throat.
Wait, how long has it
Okay,
been?
I'm gonna kick him in the groin.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack.
Hey, and then
17, 18.
All right, go ahead and roll me damage, which is I believe still D4 plus strength.
Go stunner on him, fucking hell!
3, 4.
All right.
that's a hard kick.
You go up and kick, and you see him like scrunch back a little bit and then stand back up, and it seems like it doesn't really phase him that much, and you can't
have
quite
nothing
tell
there.
why. He
Like,
look
there's nothing there.
he looks at you. He goes, and he smiles a bit, and then he just keeps pushing you back towards the wall.
Your friend
Oh.
will release my friend immediately, right now.
And he goes, "If she doesn't let us get our information and let us actually talk, then we might have to go through stricter means. Just calm your compatriot."
Then stop grabbing me.
You see him wave, and the elf lets go, and he walks back a little bit.
I
Now
didn't
then,
attack until he grabbed me, so
Let's
do
keep
not grab
this-
me.
civilized. Shall we?
How long have I been in the room?
You guys would have been in the room. You guys would have been in the room for about 15 minutes now.
Oh, really? Funny that you should say that. Because I've been concentrating for that entire time.
Okay.
Yay!
Okay.
Just letting you guys know that. Just, you know, not doing anything yet. Letting you guys know.
Now.
He's like, no, if you can tell us where Drake is, we can let this whole matter slide. We can go and save your brother. We can go and check in on
Why
him.
would we trust you to save? Drake?
Please, can you just get her to just be quiet for a few seconds so we can talk about the matter at hand?
No.
And I'll take over for here for a bit. And Hana, you're doing great, sweetheart. Just keep it up.
I want my answers.
You are not the one that's being questioned.
I think you are being questioned, and I can ask you questions. This is only fair. It's a two-way road.
He looks at you, he's like, you're the only one questioning me. I have not questioned you yet. Know your place.
Why don't you know yours?
And he doesn't respond to you.
Ah, I see. You have no power here, sir.
See, that's what I love. Oh, okay.
We are
Anyway.
trapped here.
He just goes,
I'm just
Alright.
trying to annoy him at this point. It's really fun.
all right.
I think it's working.
Yay!
He says, do you guys want to do this the hard way then? Is that what you guys really...
Now,
Really want to
Klein,
do.
Clyde, Clint, whatever you
Since
call it.
clearly no one's
Okay.
paying attention to me, I put my Shawm back away.
I said you were doing great.
And yeah, like I said, since clear. No, I'm just
Says,
kidding. And
Yeah, please.
I pull out my my pistol, and I'm gonna click the next round. Who's the most unsuspecting person that I see?
Probably one of the
Um,
other hooded figures, like, over in the corner.
the elf is sitting right next to Rosalind with his sights trained on Rosalind, and Sline is looking at Gabriella.
Slime, that's your name. That's right. Clyde, Slime, Slim.
I thought Slime was the elf, so I thought I was yelling at the elf the entire time.
No, Sline is the Azamar, the
Oh.
head one.
I'm just gonna put my sight on the elf and keep it trained right
all
on
the more
his
reason
head.
to screw with him then.
As you start training, you see his ear kind of perk up against his hood, and he tilts his head around and he looks at you. And he smiles and he goes, and he looks back at Rosalind.
When he does it, I go from really serious to going.
The arcade playing Time Crisis 3.
All right, and so are you gonna give Sline anything, or is he gonna do it the hard way?
Very well, Slime. However, if I give you the information that you seek, there are certain conditions that must be met.
Name your conditions.
My party is not to be harmed in any capacity. That means they're not to be touched, they're to be saved. Sorry, I just got a message from Mark. Sorry, wrong line. They're not to be touched in any capacity. You are to respect them as much as a Blackwood name. They get out of this harmless.
We weren't planning to harm you until somebody wanted to disrupt the negotiations.
This isn't a negotiation. There's literally nothing being said here either way. What part of this is a negotiation?
You won't let a word in.
Because they won't answer anything.
Oh my gosh. I love how, like, you don't know where you are. You're in a closed off room and you're just like, but no!
I have the advantage.
No!
I have the upper hand here, clearly.
I'm gonna turn to Snow and go, I've never seen Rosalind like this. I like it. And I'm like starting to get really smiley. I've lost my
Basically,
concentration at
I'm
this point,
trying
by
to
the way.
protect all of them and just annoy the crap out of this guy so he goes away.
He's not going away. He looks at
My
you, he's like,
concentration's gone.
That's what you think.
he look.
Seeing the characters disappear. Seriously.
He looks at Gabriella, he's like, alright. We won't hurt anybody.
That's a weird emphasis on the word hurt. Try again, dear.
There's only one syllable.
Yes, and I didn't like your tone.
Hurt, 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 hurt. Which one do you want?
So you won't hurt my compatriots,
No.
and you will treat them with the same respect you would a normal Blackwood. And I mean a normal Blackwood, not my relinquished title, as you so proclaim.
Not with respect, but we won't hurt them, yes.
It's okay, I'm used to it. Played a lovely 8-part symphony for you. And
He's like,
And you were doing love,
the
and
most
also
I got was you're doing great, honey.
one. Wow. Okay,
You're welcome.
I had
put
one more
so much
condition.
love
what is the
and
other condition?
spit into that overture.
Can you just? She looks rather upset. Can you tell her she did a great job on her performancing? Just, it'll make everyone's life easier. She is a very small child.
He looks around, he's like, you did the best job in the world playing your thing.
Finger guns, sir.
He looks out and he goes,
I just go and say, believe it.
Hana, I put your gun in my bag when I.
but he can
I have-
summon
He
it.
summoned it.
Oh right, you
Yeah.
He
have
Eldritch
it.
Knighted.
Right.
Alright.
That's why I woke up groggily and did my magic trick and went, nothing in my hands. Poof.
He looks at you and he says, now, the information you so promised us.
So about that, I have an idea of where he was last seen.
Can we deceive and just say a random town?
I mean, you can.
I
Wait,
don't think
didn't-
I don't think I'm going to though in this scenario for me personally.
Didn't
I
we
think
get information?
You
We
got
did
where
get a
his
lot of
last
information.
known location was.
That's last known location.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
But didn't we kind of already knew that from the letters, though?
But he didn't send the thing is he didn't send the letters to Aeneas, he sent the letters directly to Gabriella.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm like, we have that. We didn't get anything from this guy.
No,
Yeah.
you didn't get anything from him.
Yeah. But I think we know more than he does, so that's why
Yeah, we do.
I've been... Okay.
That's why I've been
so,
screwing with them.
My brother was last seen near the Parisian Archive.
He looks at you, he's like, most of us already know that. That's where he
Yeah.
tended to work out of.
Yes.
Is that the last thing you knew?
Indeed.
There, I had a... I had a dream.
Okay.
He looks at you, he's like, so we're supposed to go off of dreams now.
Why wouldn't
Buddy.
you go off of dreams?
Isn't that my
Because they're
father's way
not
of the mystical-
reality.
I
Reality is
dream
no fun.
I taller.
Case in point.
Reality is not always the funnest thing in the world. Why can't
Look,
we have dreams?
My father was obsessed with his magical, mystical signs and symbologies whatsoever. So don't you think a dream is worth it?
Spill it.
Drake seemed transformed when I approached him, or he approached me in this dream. Unresponsive. and
Transformed in what way?
Rather Like a lizard, almost.
He looks over at Galax and he points to him.
Not quite. More
I thought he was
menacing.
like, hey! I like point back.
It's like, all right. Anything else?
I kind of relay like the information from the dream,
Okay.
and any other details, hoping that maybe it'll incite some sort of like location based on what I dreamed of.
So, he's turned into what looks to be a lizard. He is upset at someone, and that's all you have from the dream.
As you well know, I'm not that adept at magic.
Yes, we all know that.
So you can take this information to whatever wizardry, divination, whatever, and maybe she could do something about it. Or him. I don't want to discriminate. I have met some male oracles, and they're absolutely fabulous at letting you know, like, the next...
He looks at you, he goes, all right. Seems our matter with you is done. And he's like, you can exit if you wish. And he points to just a blank wall that Hana has kind of been standing around the entire time. But he's like, you can exit if you wish, but we still have to talk to that one.
I have a name. Okay.
You never told me your name.
You never told me yours, bitch.
I did.
No, you didn't tell me. I
Nah.
wasn't there.
No.
No.
I actually wasn't there though. It's in the game, I wasn't.
He's like, Slime.
Like
I mean, I
slime?
did tell him, but it's
Slime.
okay.
Slime, but with an N.
I'm gonna call you Slime. Is that okay?
No.
But how? Is
No.
that your real name?
That's not for you to find out.
Not
What
for
a
us
we-
to
I
find.
sort of look around and I'm like, what a weird nickname.
Galax
Nice to meet you. Like Galaxy or whatever you want. Galax. No Y on the
Galaxy
end.
X3.
Galaxy XD 420.
That's my full name, but people just call me Gavin. Holy hell.
This day is something.
It's great, dude.
Happens when you give us 2 weeks off. We're getting all of our chaos
Throwing it
out of
all
the way.
in.
I have so much Karen, Sass, and then like just random shit. He's
I
like,
honestly feel bad for Slyan, not gonna lie.
I don't.
You don't say.
He literally is not telling us anything. Anyway, and
he
even if we
looks-
try to ask questions, he just doesn't want to say anything either.
he looks at Galax. He's like, all right, Galax. Now I see your shield? And at that same time, you hear the freaking voice come into your head. It goes, no, no, no. Like you hear it just chanting no at you.
I sort of go, one moment, and I turn around, like,
I gotta go to my room.
and I go,
Filled up.
what if he can help you? Like, I'm just obviously like speaking to the shield at this point.
He just goes, why would he help me?
Well, if he got you in the mess, he can surely get you out.
He's not the one that put me here. I said them.
Who's them?
Winged devils. They call themselves the SMR.
Oh, that's me. Oh no.
Stinky.
I sort of look and go, if it isn't him, then what's the issue here? Why do you not like him?
I don't trust them.
I sort of look and go, you're gonna have to trust me on this one.
You kind of hear a little thing just go, fine.
So at this point, I turn around and I go, okay. And I sort of just like, I sort of go like this. Shield. Like,
You've
ready
cut
to.
out a little bit.
So like, I'm like this basically. So shield hand, my other hand.
Okay. And
Showing to see the shield. So.
you see Slime come up to it and grab the shield and kind of like yank it up a little bit. And he kind of like turns your arm sideways so he can peer into the horns. And he kind of looks up there. He's like, he's still in there at least. So what has he told you?
Nothing. Who's it? What? Who? Huh? And I sort of like start looking through the shield, like trying to act stupid.
He looks around and he's like, Derek, bring it here. And you see the third hooded figure that has kind of just been silent the whole time step forward, and he produces a scroll for it. And you see Slime unroll it. He goes, so would you like to look at this here? And you see at the top of the letter, it's just a wanted note for somebody named Callum. And it says, it's got a stamp of approval, looking like it has been turned in. And then it has multiple different reward notifications and stuff like that on it. And you see the face of what seems to be an elemental of some sort. You can't quite tell what kind of elemental, but it doesn't seem to be human in nature. He's like, this is the little guy that you got in there.
1 second. Callum wanted. Okay. Oh, I can't spell. I'm sort of gonna look around and go, well, he doesn't like you, and I like point straight, Slime.
He sits there. He's like, is it because of my certain racial qualities?
He just said he doesn't like you. He's on my arm. I'm like trying to like not give away too much information here.
He puts his hand on the shield, and then you see him like take his cloak off and slowly see his wings sprout from his back, and you see these bright yellow wings slowly sprout out from Slime as he is holding across the shield, and the shield begins to heat up. He's like, thought so. And he calmly puts his hand back, and he picks up his cloak and throws it onto his head again. He goes, so that is Callum, correct?
I don't know what you're on about. It's just
Roll me deception. Roll me deception.
I gotta go to the bathroom so
All right,
I'll be
no
right
worries, dude.
right. Hold on. 15.
He goes, don't worry. You don't need to know. He might not have told you as much as he tells all of his owners. But I know. I know it
What?
well.
I still go, so what do you know? And I like lean forward in his face.
He goes, I do know the Azamar that put him in there. I do know that Azamar is no longer in this, shall we say, mortal coil. And I also know that there is a way to take him out.
Ow.
He's like, see that lad over there? And he points to the elf in the corner. He's out.
I'm like, are you gonna kill him so we can embody him? Like, what's the deal? I don't understand.
There's a reason we've been traveling with Colleen. He's the one that, we've been tasked with helping to find this. He's our contractor for this specific mission. I don't know what he wants to do with Callum. I don't know his exact reasoning for wanting to find the shield. He doesn't talk much.
I go, well, I'm gonna make him, and I sort of like go like this to the elf in hoping that it will come over.
The elf, as he was like kind of like turning around, he finger bangs at Hana, and then he walks over. He just goes, and he bows to you.
What's the deal?
He grabs it and sticks his fingers up into the horn, and he pulls it out.
Whoa. And I like pull his arm. Can I pull his arm out before he?
Yeah,
even,
you can like try to stop his arm. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity check.
Oh, fucker, it's not reaching in my hand. Maybe he is. I think I got a 7 total.
Dude, I've been rolling awful. All right, so you're able to grab his arm, and he looks at you kind of like confused as to why you would show him the shield, and then he just like slowly backs his arm away. He's like,
I sort of look at him and I go, first of all, I didn't say you could. I was just showing you the shield, seeing if you would talk. Seems like you don't have a tongue, or do you? And I sort of like,
you see him open his mouth and pull his tongue. He goes, eh, and he puts it back in.
And I'm like, why are you not talking then? I'm very confused. You're not the talkative type, much.
You see him, he goes, and he shakes his head.
Tell me why you want the shield.
He looks down at it, and he utters one word out of his mouth. He goes, friend.
How are you gonna get this thing off me? And what's gonna happen to my arm, huh?
You see him like wave his arm and then pop out a staff and slam it on the ground. He's like,
I sort of turn around and I'm like, Callum, do you know this elf, Colleen?
Colleen. Colleen is the elf's name.
Yeah.
And the elf looks, Callum like slowly starts to seep into your brain. He goes, never heard of him. Features ringing bell, but not name.
Can I see if he's lying to me?
Callum or the elf?
The elf.
About which part?
Friend. Saying that he's a friend.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll insight.
Thank you. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm very curious about this. All this time I've been trying to find out finding stuff out. Alright. Fucking natural one. Bollocks!
So you can't you can't tell that he's lying about anything. He seems to be at least like he seems to at least know the person in the shield, but like you can't tell if it's a friend or foe or like whatever went on between the two. You can tell that they do each other know one another though.
I'm sort of like, I sort of turn and I'm like, so Callum, do you want out of this shield or not? Because I see this as the only viable option at this point.
He sits there. He goes, fine. I do want out of this prison.
I sort of turn around and I go, please don't lose my arm. Please don't lose my arm. Please don't lose. And I go like this and I go to the elf, like as if to say.
He grabs it and he sticks his fingers up to like feel the gem, and he's like kind of looking at the ceiling while he's doing so, and he's like, you can feel his fingers moving around and all of the stuff inside the horn, and he just brings it back, puts it on his chin, and he goes, days.
4 days.
Till what?
I find you. And then with that, he looks over to Slime and he bows, and you see him just walk towards the wall that he motioned Gabriella towards earlier, and then he just kind of phases through the wall and leaves.
I sort of go.
What?
Slime?
Having never.
Explain what? Huh? I'm like getting really confused because I'm like,
No,
so now
Galax.
there's only 2 of them in the room, right? There's only 2.
There's only 2 of them in the room now, yes.
Galax, watch this. I put my right foot in, and I can put my right foot out.
Okay.
And I go, and as I see her do that, and I go, and I kick you out. And
You kick Gabriella out through the wall.
yeah,
I'm going to try to dodge.
All right, roll me dexterity and I guess just get opposing dexterity checks, I guess.
Oh, yeah, we're both high in dex, I think.
Oh,
Yeah. Pretty ssure. This is a very dexterous party.
Yeah. All right.
7.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Are you
I got
still
this.
are you still playing your Shaman, by the way, Hana?
No, I put it away.
Okay.
Dexterity save was 12 for me.
Damn
Alright.
it.
What'd you roll, Galax?
I only got 7.
All right, so as you kick your foot out trying to like hit Gabriella on the rump, you see her just kind of like sidestep, and part of her shoulder goes into the wall, but then she just kind of walks back through.
You shake it all about.
I sort of turn to Slime and I'm like, well, I like our odds now. So what's the deal? Because obviously there's 4 of us, 5 of us, 5 of us, and only 2 of them. I'm like, so what do you want now?
He just looks. That concludes our business. If you guys want to leave, you're more than welcome.
I turn to Gabriella and I'm like, well,
See how easy that could have been?
Someone with an arrow
No.
at some point, and that
No,
didn't get to
I did
happen. So I'm very disappointed, honestly. But we know where my brother is,
You know,
and we're going to do
honestly,
something about it.
I feel like we did not gain anything from this.
He looks at you. He's like, "It's not always about you. Sometimes it's
not
about others in
me.
the
I'm
world."
saying this group did not really gain anything.
I learned how to play my shaman.
He's like,
That's
sometimes
wild
you
as
gotta wake up and do things you don't want to do, in order to survive. Okay?
Oh, like you. Okay.
Yes. Much like me. If it was
I
my
think
decision-
you need to find a different outlet in life.
he's like, I'm a warrior, a soldier by trade, that no longer has an army. Not very
So
many
you're
options
mercenary.
there. Yes.
Oh,
You
well, that
like
sucks.
gardening, though. Gardening, I heard, is fabulous for warriors.
Have you ever considered knitting?
Knitting, yes.
I heard it's very relaxing.
That's
And you get to work with pointy things.
He looks at you guys, he's like, I said you could leave now.
Oh, but this is a lot of fun, though.
I go,
This is much
"Go
too
me!"
fun.
And I like I click my fingers, and as I'm going out, and you know the home, I'm gonna be doing that, but through the shield, and like my arms are gonna be like extended, and like as I'm backing up, like you just see my middle fingers.
Alright. Alright, what are you guys doing?
I guess it's time to leave.
I'm just gonna kind of wait for someone to sort of grab me and tell me where I'm going.
Hold my hand.
And like,
Yeah, I'm lost and scared. I don't like being in a place that I don't know.
so now that I've gone through, can I put my arm back through?
Through 4, Hana? Yeah, you can put your arm back through.
Because I'm gonna sort of go. Like
Yeah,
this to
you
Hana,
can
like,
put your arm back through the
I gotta like pack all my stuff up in it and run over and like grab the hand and like hope it's a good hand.
Please tell me it's a
hand?
good hand, not an
I'm
evil
going
one.
through, and as I pull her, I sort of lift her up, so like she'll land on my shoulder.
Alright.
Oh hell yeah! All right,
Beautiful.
I'll allow it.
And then as you guys walk through this wall, you notice that there's just a small rectangular pocket with just a door, and the door leading out of this room. It seems like they just put up some kind of spell to keep an illusory wall there, and then they also wanted to keep you guys in, so they just decided to put another spell on top of it, which you're assuming was controlled by the elf, but you can't really tell for sure what source of magic it was.
Well, this was rather unnecessary, don't you think?
I'm finding stuff out about this, so what were we doing again?
We're going to find my brother, apparently. He might be in trouble.
Haven't we got to do
The market.
auction or something?
Auction,
Yes,
auction
we
would be
can't-
tomorrow.
Yes, we have to take...
Oh wait, did we sleep at all or no?
No,
Um,
we
Not
got
yet,
the
right?
town.
Yeah,
and
you got
were
the
vibing
town.
on a horse
Yeah.
the entire time, so...
We haven't really checked in anywhere yet.
The auction's tomorrow, but my brother could be
Alright.
in danger at any moment. I don't...
But the problem is we don't really know where he is or how far it is.
Yes, but they didn't either, so that makes me concerned. If they were keeping tabs on him, they would have had more information. Supposedly.
But they didn't really get much from us either, right?
They got the dream. That's about it. They knew that he was originally working at the Parisian Archives, and they let that on, but they got the dream from you, and they also finished another one of their contracts, which was to bring that elf to the shield.
That being the elf on the shelf.
Elf on a shield.
Have you seen the goose on a moose?
No.
I hate it so much.
Have you seen the goat in a moat?
Is there anything you guys are wanting to do?
I think I'm gonna check in for the night somewhere.
All right. So as you guys exit through the door, you just come out to what seems to be the street that you guys were taken away from. It's a couple blocks down, it seems, but there's just one of the houses that they decided to pop into for this meeting. Yes.
Do I see Liam at all?
Liam, the Celestial.
As the Celestial,
Yeah.
the Asmar, yeah.
He's not in eyesight of you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people milling about and walking through the towns. You see people of all different races. You see a couple Aasimar walk by and kind of like just saying hi to each other, but you don't notice Liam himself.
The other Aasimars then, and I'm going to ask them what they know about a slime.
So as you approach this Aasimar, they have like a very deep, sallow look, and they kind of got a light purplish skin tone to them, and they turn to you. They say, "Excuse me, a Sline?"
Yes, he is an Aasimar in this parts, rather aggressive. Usually deals in contracts, mercenary work.
She
You
goes, "I've only heard rumors, but he takes a lot of high-end contracts from people, you know, like ones that normal mercenaries don't really have the ability to complete, I guess I should say. But for the most part, Sline is used as kind of like a urban legend of sorts. Why do you
Yeah.
ask?"
There seems to be a man of might be impersonating the legend himself. You know, old Aasimar tales and whatnot.
Old Aasimar tales and whatnot. Old wives' tales, you know. She goes, "Well, if you do run into somebody with that name, I wouldn't recommend getting on their bad side, but I mean, like, I doubt it's the real one. There's no way it could be the real one. That story's,
Not possible.
that story's
Really.
thousands of years old."
Yes, very true. Also, what do you know about the Blackwoods?
They're a lot, I guess. I mean, they're one of the ruling Aasimar families in the Celestial Plains.
Yes,
I don't...
yes, but I mean, I've heard about a lot of discordance with their families, and in particular, Drake, the brother, I believe, of the family.
They're like, "Oh, Drake hasn't really been talked about in the Celestial world for a while. He left a long time ago. Nobody really knows why or where he went to go. It just seems like he just left of his own accord to study or something."
And around the Celestial Plane, have you heard of Hibisca?
Hibisca? You mean the young princess?
Yes.
Well, she's doing great. We haven't heard
Is she?
anything. Her sister left. Oh, how long ago was it? It was a few years back, I think. But that's about it. That's about all I can remember. They don't really talk about it too much. And plus, being as somebody who does like to, you know, stay on this plane to sell their goods and kind of get one up on the traders around here, it's I don't really know as much as somebody who would have been from there.
Thank you for the information. I've been on this plane for quite some time, so I was curious if you heard anything prior to.
No worries. No worries at all, honestly. It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
And
Also, I love your outfit.
she looks at you and she's
So
like,
quirky.
"I love yours too." And she kind of looks at the trimming of it and goes, "It's very extravagant." And she starts walking back into the crowd.
I think it's Gucci.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to do with the day? You guys want to go shopping? You guys want to look around for information or anything like that?
I've got my information of my day and my stress level, anxiety.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sleepy.
All right.
My anxiety for that interaction is like, oh my god, why are we trying to kill things?
Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, so do you guys immediately, as you just glance around, you can see a number of different inns around. You can see one that seems to have just a regular tankard on it, and it's obviously got a bed next to the tankard. And then there's a couple other ones that are a little weirder looking that seem to have sleeping creatures on them to kind of denote what they are. But there's probably 3 or 4 that you can choose from. Is there any in particular? Like, do you go for the wealthiest looking one? There's one that's run down.
Yes.
Yes, I assume
Probably
so.
the shoddiest one.
Yeah.
The shoddiest one for Hana and Snow.
No, I will not let you have. You know what? Hana, darling, and Snow, you need to have a marvelous experience. Trust me.
You see, like, Snow kind of, like, she's trying to, like, smile at the fact that she's trying to be nice, but also, like, oh my god, I really don't want to stay in a nice place. Like, please, no. So it comes out as, like, this kind of awkward half grin.
I'll just,
See,
I'll
look,
take
I
whatever
can see you
get,
light up
man.
with glee. Come, let's go find a nice place.
Gabriella, we're trying to save money too.
Oh, this will be rather cheap.
All right. So you're going to the most expensive looking one.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Okay, hold on. Let me get the name that I had. Okay, so as you are coming in, you notice a giant eagle looking print over the door, very extravagant. It has this gold eagle on there, and then in the eye set regions you notice 2 gemstones in there, and then the door is a very fine, like, well put together oak, and it's just very sturdy. And as you open it up, it opens into what looks like a dining hall of sorts, much different from the pubs and inns that you guys have been going into before. Behind the counter, you notice a very interesting figure. You see a bird person of sorts with very dark feathers going down them, and you see a very distinct white streak down their back, and you also see some other various browns and reds mixed in on its wings. And as you come in, he goes, "Oh, hello! How may I help you?"
Yes, hi. How much for a room?
He goes, a room. Yes, a room is, considering the auctions tomorrow. Bear with me here. It's gonna be a tough sell, but I'll make you a deal for it. We typically sell these rooms for 5 gold. I'll cut you a deal that you just can't skip out on. 1 gold a room. And
Ooh.
he looks at you smiling.
I put my crown of crow's feathers on, and I walk up to him and go, "Ah."
He's like, "How could you? I knew this crow." And he takes the crown of crow's feathers, and then
I start trying to reach for it.
he puts it on his head. He's like, "Just kidding. Just kidding. Where'd you get these feathers, by the way?" He takes it off and he starts, like, sizing them up to his. He's like, "Thought so, mine are bigger. Anyways, here you go."
Okay.
Are we all with them, by the way?
Adjust my hat back on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I brought you guys into a fancy place for the night.
So
Nice.
Snow doesn't follow right away. She kind of stands at the doorway and, like, thinks about it for a second, then kind of, like, brushes herself off, and, like, her yeah, like, she's like, "I am not clean enough to go in this place. This is not okay." And wearing her cloak that has patches on it, and she walks in, very uncomfortable, and goes and finds Gabriella.
You see, he sees you walk in, and you see him kind of ring a little bell, and you see some people come out and, like, kind of wipe where you knocked your dust off a little bit. And he's like, "Thank you very much. You may go back into the back there now." He's like, "How may I help you today, young lass?"
I'm with her.
"Oh, my mistake. Honest mistake. Understandable. I'm sorry. So how many
Wow,
rooms?"
that was very rude, I swear.
I don't find it that rude. She was kind of sitting at the door. She's obviously just kind of away from you guys. I didn't know.
Well, do you expect her to really be comfortable the way that you've been treated? Look at this place.
I'm gonna hang back.
Look
a
at
little
her.
bit, just saying, like separate from the
It just doesn't
All
hurt.
right.
She's really uncomfortable now.
However, so, if
Yes.
we would like 2 rooms with extra beds,
Extra. This
Well,
is
how many
this
beds
is
in
not
per
a
room?
food place. This is not a restaurant. We don't just add extra
Shoot 'em all
beds.
together.
You don't
Well,
have
you
any cots or anything?
I mean, we have sleeping bags.
so we can do 1 room for 5 of us.
You
Go
realize
ahead,
that the
Commanders,
bed.
This is convention time.
There's 5 of us, right?
There's 5 of you guys in total.
Yeah.
Well, 6 of you count Toby.
This is essentially what you do for cons, is you all get 1 room and everyone has sleeping bags on the floor. I'm not even kidding.
Being as uncomfortable as Snow is, she's gonna pull out her bag, and she's gonna reach into her bag and slap 5 gold onto the table and say, we'll take 5 rooms.
Oh, no, darling, it's okay. You don't have to pay for it. I will cover.
He just kind
And
of
she'll slide it across.
he just kind of sits back and he kind of just goes, "You guys can handle this. Wait."
And she's gonna reach out her hand. I would like my key, please.
He takes one of the gold and he's like, "All right," and he reaches back and he goes, 14. Third
She
up
floor.
all
takes
the-
it and she goes to her room.
I'm gonna pick up the gold, one of the gold from the table, and hand it to the dude smiling.
He's-
The-
He holds out his like talons and he goes, "Yes."
Sleep.
And he goes and he reaches back. He's like, 15. 3rd floor.
I waddle my. Oh, that's as many feet as I am tall. I'm gonna waddle up to my room and go knock out for the night.
All right.
I'm still hanging back.
Well, Rosalind, did you want to share a room or do you want to have individual rooms?
I mean, I'm fine with sharing. Do you not want to?
Oh, no, I don't mind at
Money
all.
for everybody to have their own room.
I'm trying to get you the discount.
It's like when someone tips, and they're like, "Nah, just kidding." I'm gonna keep some of that.
Wow, that's awful, actually.
How do you think Rosalind got so rich?
I paid for the last
I mean,
room,
sorry, not Ros.
like-
Gabriella. Sorry.
Excuse you, I didn't earn my money.
It was given to me.
I was,
was
born
giv-
into it.
I am a trust fund baby.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, guys. All right, so what do you buy a room for both of you?
We're gonna share a room.
All right.
That's just what we normally do anyway.
He reaches back and he grabs. He goes, "This is 17. 16 is taken. Sorry."
Okay.
And Galax, aren't you going to turn in for the night?
I sort of like, I'm gonna sit back. I'm like, I'll give it a minute. I got some things to think over. I'm sort of like hanging back a little bit.
Well, this is the goal to reserve his room, and then you will give him his key, and then whenever he wants to retire.
What about the there's 2 here.
I go,
I
no,
pick
that's
up
not.
one,
And I
I'm
like put my
gonna,
hand over. I'm
I'm
like,
gonna
there's
pick up
one.
one of the extra ones and go give it back to Snow.
Oh.
Wait, do you wanna try to take it before Rosalind notices?
Well, I would. No, it's fine.
No.
It's too late
Alright.
now. It's too late. It's too late.
All right.
I was
Alright.
thinking about it, but no.
Yeah.
So-
so
What are you doing, Galax?
I'm gonna sort of lean like onto the desk, and I'm like, "Do you recognize me at all? Genuine question."
He looks at you. He goes, "Well, I don't know why I would."
Hold on, let me look at my notes. Okay, I'm gonna show me your neck.
That's not something you hear every day.
Okay. Show me your neck.
He like brushes his feathers aside and he like shows you his neck, Just a normal neck.
It's
All right,
a neck.
never mind. Never mind.
It's a
never mind.
neck. He's
I'm
like,
gonna go. Great.
Man,
Give me
these
that
Jews
neck.
really mess up everyone.
he looks at you. He goes, okay. Is there?
I thought you were someone else. My bad.
Do you mind telling me who? I feel like I'm a pretty distinct individual.
I don't wish to disclose that. I'm just gonna walk off.
All right, consumer privacy, I guess. Sir, do you not want your key?
I'm like, my bad. And I'm just gonna like walk over and go, thank you.
And he goes, room 20, 3rd floor.
Thank you. And I'm gonna walk off.
And as you guys like all enter your own respective rooms, you notice that it is a very beautifully decorated room. Each room has a painting and then a very big queen-size bed. I don't know what they would call it any other place, so I'm just gonna say queen for reference. Beside the bed on each side there are nightstands, one with a vase with flowers and then the other one with just like a little weird contraption that seems to tell time, but it's obviously not as advanced as an alarm clock as you would normally have. And there's also a bookshelf in each of the corners with various reading materials. But other than that, it's a very comfy bed, very welcoming room, and the light in there is very soft and kind of, you know, like morning-ish in the vibe that you get from the lights. Is there anything you guys want to do before you check in, or do you all want to just go sleep a slip?
How many gold did you say you were gonna bring back to me?
1.
One.
Okay.
Well, she was.
I
Ruined
gave
my
it back to her
plan.
before we went into the room.
Okay.
I want to stop by Snow's door, Snow's room.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
And
knock
then I'm
out.
assuming, Rosalind's with me as well.
Probably, because that's probably how I'm giving her back the gold piece.
Oh yeah.
She will open the door
All right.
Wow,
You're just
nice.
like, oh hi,
this
bye.
much.
What?
I've got a cat toy. Jingle jingle.
Her eyes narrow at you.
Actually, I did want to speak to you about tomorrow, about any plans to go over.
She will step back and open the door and allow entry.
And
This is so like.
Wow, this place has changed you.
I am very
Maybe.
uncomfortable here. She'll close the door.
Well, I mean, I tried to welcome you into a more, I find pleasing, personally, space.
Her jaw tenses and she doesn't say anything.
Gabriella, I would probably skip that.
Very well. Well, in any case, about tomorrow's auction,
Yes.
I was thinking that we could possibly replace the syringe before the auction even starts. As
That's a
a
good idea.
possibility. I can tell you're rather adept with sneaking into places and some more sleight of hand detailed work. I guess I
might
could.
have done that if
Very well. I believe my role should be in the auction, stalling for time. I'll pose as a family member and see if I can, quote unquote, bid on certain items.
do we
Buy
have
enough to-
the fake syringe?
I think we
believe
do, right?
Galax has it.
Yeah, Galax has a syringe and he has the purple stuff.
Sorry, I just looked angry with the
No.
num num.
sorry, I was sleeping. Oh, my bad.
I don't think that makes that better.
Yeah, basically.
Anyway, so I'm planning to stall as much as trying to give you as much time as possible. But we probably need an exit strategy. Words are hard at night. An exit strategy, just in case things go south. How much do you know of this area?
Not much.
We are
Haven't-
in a different town. So.
Yeah, no, but I would have assumed maybe she has done some dealings here before, or like been known at all. Okay.
Just in.
It would probably be a good idea to survey everything before.
I don't remember what the
auction.
town is called.
Groveland.
That I'm from. Groveland.
What time
Where
is the
am I
Lucid? Do we know what time the market is?
The market is opening, like the 3-point auction house is going to be opening at like the break of dawn, but the auction itself starts like around 2 to 3-ish from the flyers that you've been able to see around the town and stuff.
Okay, cool.
And what time is it now?
Right now it's probably around 7 or 8-ish, getting towards where like, you know, everybody's checking in for the night. Because you said you went there before you went to sleep, right? Okay, yeah, just making sure.
Do you think we should survey the area prior to the auctions? The auction room's in a building, right? It's not like an open area.
There's an auction house, and when you guys came in, you saw the auction house, and that's where the cloaked figures were originally sitting before they confronted you at the storefront.
We never got to check the auction house like I'd planned to, so up for a little adventure. Ladies' night.
Yes, maybe in a few hours once the city has settled and night has taken over the city.
Of course.
All right.
How edgy, but of course.
All right.
Sure, she's gonna open the door now.
Yes.
Prompting you to leave.
All right. So, what time are you guys wanting to wait until to go and start surveying the house?
10?
Midnight? Oh, okay.
So, I was thinking like 10, but we could wait until midnight.
I mean, I just wanted to wait till dinner, and I just have to get my stomach to digest, and then. You know,
well, let's
then-
do.
Are you not notifying Hana or Galax?
I'm knocked out, dude.
I would rather Ladies' Night be the more sneaky kind.
I am.
Wow! Are you calling me fat? Hold on a damn minute. This is 100% built, scaly, fucking brawn, muscle, strength, my friend.
You found yourself. You found it. All right. So the day passes and it gets to about. I'm assuming you guys want to go out at 10, or do you want to say 11 to like cut the difference?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys. Yes.
In the room, is it just like the room with the bed, or is there like
A sitting area or anything?
is there like a bath or like a spa in the facility?
There's like a tub in another side room, but it looks like you have to go and draw water from another place and bring it in to get to take a proper bath. It looks like the plumbing wasn't really well thought out when building the building itself. So
so while they're waiting in between, she would like to go down to the front desk and find out how to do that and the services and if it costs extra money so that she can have a bath because she has the time.
The person at the front desk goes, "Oh yes, we offer water for free," and he motions you towards like a little area out the side and like around the corner. He's like, "I'm sorry, the houses kind of just pop up around here, so we didn't really have a choice in that matter. But we do also offer like a couple like petals or stuff if you want to throw that into the water while you're washing up, let's say, and that'll be a little extra for the night."
Remember, what would Gabriella do?
Always get the most expensive flower.
There's like a little Gabriella appears on her shoulder and she goes,
Gabriella on one shoulder, Hana on the other.
Reaches into her pocket, "I'll get the petals."
And he goes,
and then walks out and goes to get the water.
He yells, "Before you leave, would you like lavender or what petals would you like?"
All of them.
All of whatever you want. She walks out. She doesn't care. She's just trying really hard to do what Gabriella told her to do. She's trying really hard.
Yourself, girl.
Okay, so as you go and get to like the pump, you see the pump is like a little rusted and it seems kind of old, but you can easily fill a couple buckets up and take them up. And you know, like maybe 10 to 20 minutes you can get a full bath.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That doesn't bother her at all to do that.
Okay, and on one of your trips up, he hands you this bag. He said, all of the petals, and he gives it to you, and you see like rose petals, some lavender, some other various, like, you know, you see some daisy petals for some reason, and then like just some that doesn't mix, and he's like, here you go, I guess.
She doesn't care. She just
Good
grabs
enough.
them. She's like, this'll do.
He goes, all right, that'll be about 10 copper, thank you.
She will give him a silver.
He's like, that'll work, yes, thank you.
Does
And-
work.
He's like, I hope that you find yourself refreshed and revitalized afterwards. Thank you.
She nods awkwardly and walks away.
All right. I hate that we role-played a bath scene.
It was important to my character and the character's development to do this, okay? She is now clean. When you see Snow the next time, her fur actually looks white instead of like dirty brown.
Anyways,
Has she
I'd
ever
love to
been
see
to
Snow with a
Disney?
blowout. It's
So
like
what you're telling me
completely
is-
chinchilla.
Hold on, everybody was talking.
I
at
know,
the-
everyone talked at once. Jeez.
What was
one at a time.
Anyone now.
Come on.
I was gonna say, so you're telling me that Snow is stinky?
it? Yes. Yes.
Oh
Very
my
much so.
All right, and what? I guess that after you draw the water and take your bath, it'll be approaching about 11 o'clock, which is when you guys were agreeing to go out to the auction house and scope out the perimeter. So,
While Snow is taking their bath, I guess I'm gonna talk to Gabriella
Okay.
about everything.
okay. Is
What is
there?
it, darling?
I don't know about those three hooded figures at all.
I don't trust them either, but if they know where my brother is, it's rather quite important. You know why I'm here. You know I'm trying to find
I know
him.
why you're here. I know that you're trying to find him, but at the same time, there are people that might not tell us the correct information and lead you on a wrong path too.
But what choice do we have right now? We have nothing else to go on.
Yeah, we just need to tread very carefully.
I understand the concern, and yes, I will try. But don't forget, we are also going to be able to find your brother over there, too.
Yeah, I haven't heard from him in a while. It's
You don't talk about him much, but you guys were close, right?
we were close before, but then when he got his job, the letters kind of stopped.
I wonder what they're doing. I wonder if they know each other.
They probably do. I would assume if they worked closely together, they would.
Drake has a tendency of getting close to people. Rather much of a flirt. It's been a strange journey 2 years ago, all this time.
It's definitely been strange. You would know that both of our siblings would meet each other, potentially. I
Well-
think since they were last at the Parisian archives, do you think something shady going on there as well?
I know very little about the Parisian archives, only from what I've read in some books from when my father tried to teach me about magic and yada.
That might be
Other
something
than that-
we should look into next time. Or at least on our adventures as well.
Yes, but you know how much I deplore magic.
But if it finds your brother,
I know. Anyway, you should probably suit up. We're going to be a little bit more stealthy tonight.
I may need to borrow a dagger from you.
Hands her one of my daggers.
Alright. Is there anything else you guys want to do before you go and get Snow?
No, we're going to. I think I'll probably just like meet her, like at because we trust that we'll meet her just in whenever she gets there.
Okay, doke. Sounds good. So as you guys are approaching like the auction house, do you guys want to like look around for like any suspicious figures? What are you guys doing as you
I
approach
would like to like a perception. Actually, ooh, wait, hold on. Did I have another primeval awareness? I don't think I do.
We haven't rested yet.
You could have taken a short rest between now and then.
Oh,
Okay.
But we're between then and now. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Yeah. So I will do another primeval awareness then.
All right, sounds good. As you pop like the primeval awareness, you start feeling the same like overbearing dread that you have been feeling the past few times, but it seems to be coming distantly away from you. Like it's coming more from like where you guys were coming from, and it's not immediately upon you as it has been the past few times. Other than that, you sense a couple like sort of underneath you, but like very, very deep underground, it seems. Like at least a few 100 feet at the very closest that the sense would be giving to you. But nothing in area of the auction house or in that direction.
Okay. And then I think when we get closer to like in range of the area, I would like to like cast a perception. Or not cast. Use a perception.
I cast perception.
I cast perception to perceive.
All right.
Looking real hard.
Focusing. Go ahead and roll me.
Hiding,
Snow, where are you gonna be at around this time? Are you gonna want to meet them there? Like, are you gonna go there beforehand, or are you gonna try to meet up on time?
She'll go whenever she's ready to, and she'll just kind of like wait on the rooftops watching for them.
All right. So go ahead, Rosalind and Gabriella, roll me perceptions.
Oh no. Oh, how fun.
17.
What does a 6 total get me?
So Rosalind, you can kind of see a pair of cat eyes up on a rooftop near you, but due to the darkness surrounding the area, you can't really tell if it's Snow or if it's another tabaxi or anything like that. Gabriella,
dark vision?
Rosalind? Yeah, Rosalind does have dark vision, but it still comes out as like shades of gray rather than full color vision.
Colorblind dark vision.
Yeah,
okay.
it still comes out as shades of gray. Gabriella, you aren't able to really see anything in particular. You're kind of encaptured by the surrounding darkness. You can see the fountain in front of the auction house, and you can see obviously the stately manner of what seems to be the auction house itself. But other than that, you can only see a couple guards roaming the streets, it seems, and you also see the occasional, like kind of set up merchant, but you can tell it's kind of like a very lowly merchant trying to just like make ends meet on the side, selling junk that they've kind of dumpster dove out of the lying areas. But other than that, you can't really see anything much.
Would I have any reason to suspect that like we shouldn't be out in the middle of the night? Like, is there like some sort of like curfew, or is it just like, or the guards are just there to keep to watch for like any trouble?
The guards specifically are patrolling the auction house, it looks like. You can only assume that it would be them patrolling the auction house in order to make sure that nobody breaks in, obviously, to steal what could be sitting there for tomorrow. But it doesn't seem like there's anybody getting yelled at or kicked out for curfew here.
Okay, cool. I found the auction house. It's right there.
I can see.
I can fight.
I think the guards kind of gave that away a little bit.
Yes, but also the tea part of the building, see? And the fountain. The fountain was a dead giveaway.
The fountain. It wasn't an auction house till the fountain showed up.
Yes, once you see the fountain, then it's definitely an auction
Like
house.
before that fountain was there, not auction house.
Nothing.
All right. So what are you guys doing to kind of scope out the situation?
I'm looking for upper level windows.
All right. Are you getting up to the building, or are you just kind of like peering from afar?
Like I'll be like on the opposite side of the street, I guess.
Okay. So from there, you can see windows in the upper levels. It's about a 3 or maybe 3.5 story. It's got that weird height where it could be 3 or 4 stories in between there. And you can see windows on each story going up to the top. There's 3 sets, and then the top is a little taller than the space in between each set. So you can assume that there's either an attic or just some kind of like dead space there for guards to be chilling in or whatnot. But there's about, 7 to 8 feet between each window, and there's 2 on the left, 2 sets on the left, and then 2 sets on the right.
How many guards do we see right now?
Outside the front, you can see multiple very heavily armored and plate armor guards sitting there. At the very front, you can see 2 guards sitting at the door. At the end of the stairs leading up to the auction house, you can see a set of 6 guarding the whole stair line.
Ooh, okay. Oh, not what I thought it was gonna be like.
Is there any like balconies or like thicker ledges on the windows at all that I see?
There is a windowsill that's much thicker than the other parts of the building, but as for like straight up balconies where you can step out on, there's none that are big enough for somebody to like take a nice little stroll out onto the balcony in order to gaze upon the people below.
All right. Do I notice snow at all, or
You
Probably
wouldn't
not
have
me, per se.
you wouldn't have noticed Snow unless Rosalind or Snow made themselves known.
yeah? I'm assuming Rosalind would have told me.
Well, the thing is, I know it's some kind of tabaxi up there. I don't know if it is snow or not.
We
I
can
could
probably
point
infer it's
out-
we can probably assume it's snow.
We're gonna
more than
assume
anything.
it's snow, but at the same time,
Yeah.
you're not really
Could be
sure.
another tabaxi in this part.
You're not the
I
tabaxi.
mean,
But that one, I think she would say, but that one looks so clean.
that's not Snow.
No, there's less dirt.
Once she kind of gets that information and sees kind of like the windows and stuff like that, can I tell what type of locks are on them?
It seems like it's just like a weird like turnover lock that hooks onto it from the inside. The outside windows don't have a really locking mechanism, one that you can pick. You could kind of slide something in between the seam of the windows and raise the little lever up if you wanted to, but
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
it's nothing of great import that you could really
It's pretty simple to like
Yeah.
slide my tools up there and get it. Okay.
yes.
So that's not really a concern. Okay, she'll make her way down and like down one of the alleys and come up behind Gabriella and Rosalind.
All right.
Oh, hello, Snow.
Hi.
Hi, you seem refreshed.
Don't say anything.
Okay,
Silence.
is that lavender?
No, don't say anything.
Got it. I start speaking to Rosalind and Celestial. Like, it's definitely lavender, right?
It
She
is,
doesn't
but,
understand it, so
I mean, I think it is, but we should probably talk about this later. This is
I'm
probably not the time to
intrigued.
talk about it.
You're right. You're absolutely right. But I still am intrigued.
All right.
so I will give them all the information about how many windows and how the lock is easy to open and stuff. So
All right.
Have you gotten a chance to go inside yet?
I'm going inside today.
Well, we could scope the inside. I was planning to kind of look around in there, but there seemed to be more guards than I intended on.
Is
seeing
there an area like where there's a window that is more covered or kind of like obscured than like just from observing like kind of where the guards are and stuff that I could potentially open the window?
On the first floor, there's like trees in between, like small little potted trees between each window. You probably couldn't. You could get around the guards and get to these windows, but you would definitely have to make sure to like not make as much noise. The windows spread out among probably about a 60-ish foot wide building. So the guards, the main brunt of the guards are the 6 at the stairs, and then there's like a few every like maybe 20 feet and on the corner of the turn to the buildings. But other than that, you would have to like find some way to either jump from rooftops to get over there, or like maybe wait for the guard to cough or, you know, get obscured vision in order to sneak past one of them to get up to the initial window itself.
Am I going in, or are you guys wanting to come in as well?
Well, I was thinking, since this is your expertise, we could provide a distraction from the guards just in case to make it a little easier for you.
All right. I will stealth. I will vanish.
All right.
Hell.
What's the distraction that you guys are gonna make? We can't hear you.
We can't hear you, Flip.
Hello? Oh.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello there. Hi. Excuse me. Where are we?
What?
Okay, I guess that's what we're going with.
Wait, which one of the guards are you going up to? Are you going up to one of the ones at the stairs, or like on the corners?
Generally towards the stairs. Like, look, my friend and I need help. We are trying to find our tiger that was misplaced. It was in the market earlier today. It's rather dangerous.
He goes, a tiger?
A
Is
tiger,
that what you're
yes.
looking for? All right.
Yes, her name's Toby. Non-copyright.
Non-copyright's part of the name.
That's his
Oh,
middle
no.
name.
I get it now.
He's good.
Oh, no,
It's all right.
I get it now.
Phil finally gets it after like 2 hours.
He goes, oh, we haven't really had that much tiger sightings. We did have a weird group come in earlier today. And he starts like looking you down. He's like, that's where we saw that tiger earlier. Hey, Johnny! And he starts like trying to call another guard over. He's like, these are the people that had the tiger at the door. And
Yes, we had the tiger, and it's rather important we find him.
And he's like, yeah, tiger. Where did you guys find it?
Oh, well, it's a marvelous tale, really.
And then,
So,
as you guys are starting to talk about it, you can kind of see behind you, because you're like turned towards the corner. You can see Snow kind of going by. Snow, go ahead and roll me stealth check.
with advantage, because I'm distracting?
Yeah, with advantage.
Oh,
Yay.
sweet. Okay.
Robert
We're relying on you, Cal.
Nat 20, so that's a 28.
All right.
Nice.
The guards rolled an 8 and a 2, so they don't notice anything.
Well, my first roll was a 12, which would have given me a 20, and then I rolled a natural 20, so I ended up with a 28.
All right.
So in
Fancy.
Newfoundland, there's this mystical place in Newfoundland called Newfoundland, and this tiger was there. So my brave friend Galax is quite the monster tamer. You see, we're part of a circus.
Right.
We're part of a circus. We have a fairy who is our sharpshooter as well, and a very well played reed player.
Do I have to roll to unlock the window, or is it fairly simple?
So you're gonna get up to the window with no hitch in the plan at all whatsoever yet, as they are enraptured by this story that that Gabriella is telling them of their traveling circus. I would like you to roll a stealth check to unlock it without it like slamming like open or anything like that, but that you don't have to like roll for lockpicking.
Okay, so it's just a stealth to make sure
It's just
that
a
I do
stealth
it
to make
quiet.
sure that it's quiet. Yes.
Math. Hold on. 14.
All right, yeah. You slide your Slim Jim in there, and you get it and pull it up and over. No, it's called a.
Why
Called
did
a
I
Slim Jim.
It's called a
picture-
Slim Jim. It's
Why did I
called a
picture
Slim
like Slim Jims like
Yeah,
jerky?
that's why I
Just use
tried.
that.
That's why I tried to freaking emphasize it differently. But you slide your Slim Jim in, and you pull up on it, and it flips over, and you hear go, and then just scrapes a little along the window, but you don't seem to alert any of the guards, and then you're able to just push in and kind of go into the main foyer.
The same time I hear that, I talk about how the tiger was going to cover it up. Yes, it had a cold, you see, and it went.
All right. Is there anything like? Do you just want to enter, or do you want to like give them a signal or something?
No, I'll enter. I'm gonna assume that they
Okay.
noticed me since they were
Yeah.
watching
Alright.
for me to be going inside.
So as you enter, you see this foyer opening of the very like entryway to the auction house. You can see that there is a set of stairs on the left going up to a balcony overlook of the rest of the foyer, and then underneath it's a door that leads towards the main what's the room where they auction stuff at. I guess that's proper the auction house, but I don't know. The auction
Yeah.
room. I don't know everything about an auction. Leave me alone.
The auction house.
the auction house squared. And you can see along the stairs going up to the balcony, it leads up to a higher set of stairs, and then there's a door all the way at the end of where the balcony hits the wall. But other than that, there's nothing really of import in here. There's no guards or anything. You don't notice very many lights on. Just
So,
a couple things.
yeah. So, understanding how auctions work, I would know that the room where they keep all of the auctioned items is off of the auction room.
Yeah,
Right?
typically.
So there's the
Typically.
auction room, and then there's like the stage, so they kind of do everything, and then behind that will be where they keep everything.
Yes.
So I'd like to try and see if I can find that room.
All right, so as you open the door to the main auction, like, studio, whatever you want to call it, we're just gonna name it everything at this point. You
Yeah.
open it to the studio, and you see there's, like, lights on the stage already, but there doesn't seem to be anybody in the house. You see a couple of the lights, like the torches lit along the sides going down, but nothing else of import, just the rows of empty chairs.
I'm gonna try and stay like in the shadows, but I'm also gonna be checking for traps.
All right, go ahead and roll me investigation.
Ooh.
When I run out of story, I start telling my alternate, like my life story, but with slightly different names to incite, like, and then my father never loved me.
7.
7.
Yeah.
You can't really tell if there's any traps around. It doesn't seem like they would trap the house where people are gonna be walking to gather stuff.
No, like I didn't know if they were like trapping the area for like if anybody was like breaking in. That's what I
Yeah,
meant.
yeah.
Like,
You don't see any traps of like at an immediate glance. You can see that there's a couple things in between the rows, like it looks like pamphlets of sorts. You can only assume that it's probably the list of what they're going to sell next and what lot it's going to be sold in, but you don't seem to see any traps or any out of place objects other than that.
Okay. Yeah. So this is like really bad timing, but I do have to go.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's all good. It's all good. We got a lot
Just
out
like
of this.
magic, I
Yeah. But
I mean, we can have one of you guys take over Snow if you want.
yeah, one of you guys can take
Kyo's
over
got
if
it.
you want.
Kyo, do you want to be Snow?
Yeah.
Sure.
Is it- Okay.
Please,
Sure.
sneaky
I
cat.
trust
Summons gun. Poo poo poo.
No
I
worries.
trust you. Yeah. But basically just kind of like look around that area and then like gather the information. So
Okie doke.
Alright.
We're
Yeah,
not
but-
trying to switch
sorry.
the thing out tonight. are
No,
we?
we're not trying to switch it out. This is
Okay.
just like to get an understanding of where everything is.
yeah, get a layout so that she knows like where it is, any other entrances to the door.
So Kyo got into a fight.
Okay. Sorry about this.
No
but
worries.
I have some important
Okay.
stuff that I have to do.
No
so.
worries.
No
It was lots of fun. Bye.
Go,
Bye.
bye-bye.
Bye.
All right.
So Snow
All
was
right,
arrested.
so I wasn't listening at all. What are we doing? Where
You're-
are we going?
You're in the
Snow is
auction house
in the auction
and
house.
looking for like you're scoping the
syringe.
area out essentially and trying to find out if you can switch the syringe out before the auction tomorrow and if there's gonna be guards or anything like that.
We're casing the place, basically.
Also,
Lucid, you have Snow's sheet up, right, to help Kyo with the.
Kyo should be able to look at Snow Sheet.
Okay.
so
If you go to the campaigns, you should be
Kyo,
able to pull up
it
everyone.
is very important that you know you're Snow here and not Hana. You are in stealth.
Listen, I know. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I know how
Eat,
to
eats
play.
chips. I'm stealthy. I know. I'm fine.
Hey, Kyo, make sure to roll your d8s, okay?
All right. What are you doing, Snow?
Well,
So I
Let me
started
tell you.
blasting.
No.
I guess I'll go ahead and have I found anything while I was inspecting? Like, is there any sort of acknowledgement that we will be able to switch out the?
There hasn't been any acknowledgement of yet. You're still in the house area where like everybody's supposed to be seated. You haven't
Okay.
you haven't searched anything beyond this.
Can I go like? I'm assuming we're all seated, and then there's like the dude that does the auctioning, and then there's like something behind it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I'm gonna go and inspect that.
All right.
All
Go ahead and roll
soft-
me
soft
stealth real quick.
You have a +8 to stealth.
Okay, 19.
19. All right. So as you approach the staging area where they are gonna bring out all the items, you kind of glance over, and behind the right side you can see a door leading to some place. You could only guess that it's assuming the storeroom. And then to the left, you can also see another door of some sort that seems to have a sign on it that is an exit-looking sign. Like it seems to have a guy running in order to get out of the place.
Do I know how to pick locks?
Yes.
I would like to pick, or I'd like to go and try to open this what I assume to be a storage door.
All right. So go ahead and roll me a thieves tool check, which is literally just roll your
+2.
dexterity plus 2.
Wait, what do you mean roll my dexterity? Just
It's roll a thieves tool check, so
Oh,
it's a
roll it.
d20
Okay.
plus 2.
17. So
Okay.
19 again.
All right. So you go up and you start messing with the lock, and after a couple of seconds you hear, and you can kind of open the door and just walk right on in. Upon opening the door, you can see loads and loads, just rows of what seem to be cargo and shipping containers. It's just a bunch of crates all along the side of the room here, and it's a little hallway that leads out and opens into a bigger storeroom. Do you go down that hallway?
Are there any markings? Am I able to kind of tell what any of these boxes are? Do I smell anything? Do I hear or see anything?
You can't really smell anything. It seems like they're using some sort of incense burner in order to like make sure that, you know, thieves like yourself can't immediately just go, oh yeah, that's it. But there's also like a couple markings. You see a loaf of bread on one, you see an eye on another, you see a couple like swords, a shield, but nothing really denoting that this is definitively these objects.
I'll go deeper.
All right.
I'll
So-
go in.
So as you go deeper, I need you to roll a perception check real quick.
Lucid, as I'm telling guards like the sad story of Gabriella Blackwood, but her name is like Ella Nightwood.
What's the
Do I
perception again?
incite any feelings or sadness, or do they see like the sad life she's been put through?
They look to be really intrigued and just going like, go on, like trying to tell you to go further. They're acting like a couple of kids at story time.
He started blasting.
I hate it
I
here
hate it.
so much. I just what were you asking for? Kyo?
Me?
Yeah.
What did you say to roll?
Perception.
I have a 10. What do I add to that?
3 to perception.
Okay, so 13.
Alright. Beautiful. So as you're going down this corridor, you can see a couple weird like turned over crates that seem to have been opened at some point, but you're not sure why they were opened. And then there's also like a couple balls of yarn along the floor. There's a couple loose
I kind of
strings.
get like I get real tense, like, oh, yarn. No. Okay, no, stay focused.
All right.
Stay focused.
You're not quite to the main area of the storage house yet, so do you just want to keep on going back?
Yeah, I'll keep going. I'll try to look for anything that stands out, anything that kind of jumps at me, and
Roll me
shows
investigation.
Okay, just go into the shrimp chips now. That's cool.
Ooh, shrimp chips are so good.
Why did you... I think you're gonna have to re-roll it.
Yeah, no.
I got shrimp.
That's a 3
Chip.
plus whatever my investigation is.
Okay. You don't seem to really notice anything in particular, but as you're walking, you drag your foot and you feel one of the lines that were on the ground, one of the strings pull tight, and you just hear thump! I need you to make
God.
a dexterity
God.
saving throw real quick.
What's my dex? Plus 4?
Your dex is... Well, your saving throw for dex is 6 plus 6.
Oh. 14.
14? Alright, so you do save, but you take half damage.
Okay.
So you're going to
I'm
take...
gonna come back. Why are you
Where do
missing?
I have, like, where can I get her sheet?
So go to go to your campaigns and then go click on the campaign that you're in, the Grisandi one, and you should be able to see her.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 So you're gonna take 6 points of damage. I'll put the damage in for you.
Okay.
6 points of damage. Alright. And the arrow that hit, like, just kind of pelted into the shoulder of you, and it just sink, and I'm needing you to roll a constitution save as well.
No.
Remember how we were joking about snow getting
Plus 3. 15.
15? Alright, you save that, so that's just gonna do another 4, apparently. Another 4 of poison damage to you. So, you do notice that, like, an arrow hit, and then it starts to sear a little bit, and you feel your arm, like, start heating up. But you're able to, like, move on without much else happening. As you get to the main area, you see many racks just sitting out of various bottles and fluids, and then you also see a couple, like, medicinal herbs and such of what seem to be of rare origin, and you also see a few kennels with different beasts inside of it. I need you to roll a stealth check to make sure not to wake them up. There's a lot going on in this storage house, man. I'm just saying.
Add a 9 to stealth, right? Or
8.
8.
Yeah.
No, what animals there are?
9 plus 8. So
17.
17.
All right. Yeah. You get the arrow hit and you like stumble and you put your hand on the wall and then you like slowly inch forward along the wall, making sure to look for the planks of wood that would be creaking and all the other like, and you get to the racks. Now the racks are labeled with different words. One is literally labeled, you know, with like a medicinal like mortar and pestle, and then one is labeled with like a snake of some sort. Another one is labeled with the eye that you guys have been seeing in most other places, and then the last one is labeled with a sword.
Can I just take them all?
They're racks. You can't just take the racks, Kyo.
Guys, I got it!
Is there anyone that you want to investigate?
Freaking Tuscan Raider.
It's a rack full of potions, you said?
There's a
Something?
rack that is labeled medicine, and it's full of flasks and different various fluids and herbs.
Would I recognize any of these? Right
You
off
would
the bat?
recognize a couple of them. You would recognize the red one that you've seen before, and there's also the one that you dropped your coin into to see if it would dissolve. And then there's also the green one that looks a lot similar to the drops that were coming out of the secret compartment in your dagger.
I am going to scoop up anything that I think I know.
Oh, sorry, in Hana's dagger, not your dagger.
Yeah. Anything that I think I know, I'll kind of scoop those up and try to like pocket those or put them in my bag and
All right.
um.
So
But-
you're gonna get 2. I think it's standard health potions. I think is what they're called.
Yeah.
So 2 standard health potions, a poison vial, and then just a weird orange vial of stuff.
Two health, a poison, and an orange weird
Yes.
one. Oh. Looking at these creatures, do they seem to be like taken nefariously? They don't really seem to be like
Are you asking if
On
they
their-
have scars?
like. Do they seem like they're on the way to get adopted, or like maybe they kind of got taken from their homeland?
They look
like,
asleep.
It's a pet auction.
Kyo, it's nearly midnight, dude.
No, I know. Like I wouldn't expect a hippo to be in New York. I would assume that.
What?
Um,
What, this is
not
Rise
me.
of the Shield Hero vibes?
but you notice that all of them are very sound asleep. You notice one dog-like creature, and then behind that, like there's.
I don't like that one.
You don't like that one.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
a
a cat. Come
I don't
on.
like dogs.
And behind that, you notice a couple different like what seem to be like what they say is quasits. It's like a little itty bitty imp looking creature, kind of demonic in stature. And then the last one is what seems to be an actual tiger, and definitely seems to not notice your presence.
Okay.
Toby would have disappeared by now, right?
Toby doesn't disappear till dawn.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to unlock the Quasi's cage.
All right,
Why?
go ahead and roll me a thieves tool check.
That's
+2.
4.
Is
That's
It's
a
gonna
6.
be dead.
Yep.
That's a 6.
A 6. You start to try to unlock it, and you hear, and it just doesn't seem to be taking to your raking technique. And when you try to push the pins up, they just keep seeming to fall down, and you can't really get a hang of picking this in specific lock.
Okay. And isn't Gabriella with me?
Gabriella's
No,
not-
I'm distracting the guards for you.
Oh, okay.
I'm like
You're the
outside
only one
the
inside.
She's trying really hard to
Oh,
distract the
okay.
guards.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I get it.
I've told so many plot lines on Netflix at this point.
they're watching their
I'm
new
going
favorite anime.
to. I'm gonna look around at the rest of the racks. There's 4, you said, right?
There's
One
4.
of each.
Yes.
I'm gonna take the 2 most interesting looking, like whether they're the most crazy looking bottle or like maybe the thing is shining.
There's more
or, like...
than just the medicine rack.
No, you said there's. Oh, I thought there was like 4 racks of potions.
No,
One's a medicine.
one's
a
medicine, one's a weapon like logo.
an
over
actual
the rack.
weapon rack. Okay, I thought it
Yeah.
was like a potion with weapon
Yeah.
like logo on it for like making you stronger.
There
something.
is
Okay.
potions in the weapon rack, but there's
Okay.
not actual just like potions in every rack.
Well, then I will still try to take the most interesting looking potion from every rack if there is one,
Okay, so from the weapon rack,
and
you
then
get-
I'll dip out. I need to get out of there.
Are you not looking for the syringe?
I thought they already looked for it.
No!
And they couldn't find
Literally
it.
where we are.
Oh,
The
well,
reason
where the
you're
hell am I supposed
here
to find it?
is to look for the syringe.
I thought they already found it. I'm sorry. Where am I supposed to find this syringe? Dude?
Use your special
I
eyes.
guess I'm gonna crack open some boxes.
No.
Like, do I have?
I love it. All right, so which box are you opening? The one with the eye, the one with the bread, or the one with like the herbs?
The eye.
The eye.
Screw it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you like slide your thief tool in and you slowly try to pop it up a little bit. You hear the of the crate lock, but you can kind of peer in. You see a couple different syringes in there. One that matches the description of the blue-haired man that was talking to you before, but you can't quite reach your hand in to grab it or anything. You see another vial next to it that appears to be bubbling liquid in it, and then the last one seems to be just a liquid that is not making any reaction in the syringe, but all of them have like that weird signature eye that he told you about.
And I'm supposed, just to confirm before I make an action here, I'm supposed to be
Just find
finding
it.
the syringe.
Yeah, we're just casing
Finding it.
everything.
You haven't got the fake syringe on you. Just find
I just need to find it.
Yes,
Find
which
it.
you have.
You
Good
have
job.
done what you have set out to do.
I am going
Get the fuck.
to pour a little oil. Nah, never mind.
Set it on fire.
I was gonna set that on fire, but then that probably sets the whole auction house on fire. And that's probably not
Cause and
good.
effect is working.
I was just because then we could have like an extra syringe. Like, no, yeah, I'm still gonna do it. I'm going to pour oil all in the box.
All right.
Why?
Does it hopefully mix?
You don't
It-
have any oil, but
It says I have
oh, you
an
do
oil
have oil.
flask.
Okay, well, okay, pour the oil in.
I have a flask of oil. Okay.
Okay.
And then
Oh my lord.
do I see any?
Isn't the liquid inside the syringes, so they wouldn't
Yeah,
be
the
mixing?
liquids are inside the syringes.
So they're
Yeah.
not mixing.
No.
No.
Okay.
If anything, it gets soaked up by the fabric that they are sitting on.
Do I see
So-
any sources of flame?
Oh, what the?
My thought is if they don't have any syringes and we have an extra, maybe they can
Don't
use
have an extra. Kyo, that's not the. It's
Well,
not the
but
same
we have an
syringe.
extra syringe.
No, that was a
It's
fake that.
fake syringe that we're gonna replace.
Oh, it doesn't
the-
even
the actual
work?
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna replace it with the one that we're gonna
That's
seal
why I'm not-
tomorrow.
Okay, let's wind it back. I don't pour oil on. I close it back up. I see the damn syringe. I get all the bottles and stuff. I walk out. I get out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad.
Because the front
All
just has a
those
bunch of
bottles
cards.
are gonna be on snow, you know? And Kels is gonna come back and be like, why do I have all these potions?
Fine, don't worry about it.
It's fine. Don't worry about. Don't worry about, sweetheart.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
So I'm okay. So as you get out back into the auction house, you do notice one person just kind of sitting in the audience, and you see him just kind of kicking his feet. And as he sees you emerge, he just starts clapping, very slowly, and he goes, "Congratulations, my young tabaxi friend."
Oh shit.
Is Snow actually
I'm
going to
still
jail?
asleep.
I squint my eyes.
Why am I asleep?
I stop
Because
moving
you went, I'm
completely.
going to
just
sleep.
like a T-Rex. They work on movement, so I just
Where'd he go?
I go like this, and he goes, "Oh shoot!"
Oh god. Oh no. He used shadow clone jutsu.
Stop.
It's dark though, isn't it?
It's
Okay.
the auction house is lit. The house itself is lit.
Oh.
This auction house is lit.
Do I
though.
recognize this person?
As you walk out, you wouldn't recognize it immediately. You can't really tell any features from how far back he's sitting, and he's just sitting there like smiling with his arms crossed. He goes, "So, what is your haul for the night?"
I pull out the single green potion, but I keep it hidden under my cloak. I kind of I
You
don't
see
say
the
anything.
man stand up, and he like slowly walks down the middle aisle, and he goes, "All my years that I have been working, trying to find the perfect way to break in, and you come and do it in one night, huh? You come and do it in one measly night." And he He comes up and he like jumps onto the stage and he grabs your hand and you can see that he's like looking over you for some reason and he goes, "How did you do it?"
Working for a window key.
Yeah, I was just about to say. I was about to say I used a window.
He goes,
As he's coming up to me, like as he's getting up closer, can I start to kind of like try to back up before he grabs me?
"You can try, but like he's as soon as he jumps, he's reaching for you. As soon as he jumps on the stage, he's gonna reach for you."
Okay. I try to thumb out the cork of the poison vial.
As you do that, he goes, "I wouldn't try anything rash if I were you. I'm not here to hurt you. Just
Let go of
trading
me, then.
secrets among friends."
Let go of me then.
He lets go. He goes, "That lavender?"
You know this.
He goes,
Out of all the flowers, they only pick up lavender.
Lavender's really
reach
strong.
Down to kind of
It
grab
is.
the cork and recork the bottle and stand back up as I ask him, "What do you want?"
Forget you're a cat. You gotta hiss at him.
he's like, "I want secrets on how to get in here next time." He still isn't looking in your direct vicinity either, but you can see his face. It is very much like a weird... It looks a lot like the hobgoblins that you were fighting earlier in the cave, but you can't tell exactly if he knows them or if he's just another person around. And you can tell that he seems to have a tail of some sort as well, but he has most of the rest of his body very covered, and you can only see the hobgoblin face of him.
As he tells me that, I'm gonna just kind of reply like, "Oh yeah, secrets. I think I saw a crate of those in the back. Since you're in here, you should probably go check it
He
out."
grabs you by the ear and he looks you in the eye, and at this point you can see the eyes of him are very, very piercing white, and that his eyes seem to be very cloudy, and he goes, "I'm not here to joke around."
I already told you how I got in. Stop touching me. And I try to smack his hand off.
He steps back a little bit, he's like, "I like you. What is your name?"
Doesn't concern you.
"Well, in case you're wondering, I'm Flim."
Ew. What?
That is what they, around the sewerways call me, at least.
Is that with a PH or an F?
Okay.
F.
Just for
Alright,
record.
I'm
F,
still
okay.
very tense.
F-L-E-M.
Okay.
Flim.
I just tell him okay, and I'm still very tense, very worried. Also, it's kind of starting to dawn on me. Oh shoot, my friends are out front. I wonder how long they're keeping those.
Oh,
guys
don't
busy.
worry. I'm
I should be
reciting every
getting
Netflix plotline I can think of.
And so I ask Flem, "Well, what do you need of me so that I can leave?"
He's like, "Oh, you can leave at any time, young friend."
I walk away.
He grabs you by the scruff. He's like, "But I still have a few questions." And he's like, he pulls you forward. He's like,
Stepped back.
"What?"
I thought you said he stepped back. Why is he touching me so much, dude? Snow would not like this.
Yeah, she wouldn't. But what is she gonna do?
You'll take another bath.
I'm not Snow, so I don't have the authority to make drastic measures. I can't pull
Just
out
set
my
it
weapon.
on fire.
He goes, "What did you see in the crates? Be very descriptive if you can."
Kind of sigh and squint my eyes at him as I knock his hand off my scruff again. I opened the crate, which was near empty. On the bottom, there were rags. They were covering something, and that is all I could see.
He goes, "Fair enough. Which crate from the entrance was it?"
It is the one nearest the racks of potions and other items.
He goes, all right. Fair enough. And he just sits there. He's like, you may go, my friend. I have a feeling
He pulls her back one more time. I'll be pissed for her, honestly.
He's like, I have a feeling we'll be meeting soon.
I walk by him. He's facing me, right? I'm gonna walk by him, my shoulder almost brushing his, and as I pass by him, behind him, I'm gonna grab him by the scruff of his neck, whether it be his coat or whatever I can get a.
He has a hood on, so it'd be at the hood.
Yeah, I'll grab a little bit of his hold. I'm not gonna jerk him. I'm not pulling. I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna like grab behind him and tighten the fabric behind his neck, and I say, "Don't touch me again." And I let go and I walk away.
As you let go, his hood kind of falls down, and he turns around, and you see pointed ears, like very pointed horns, very reminiscent of Galaxy. He goes, "Oh, don't you worry."
Facing away. I want to be facing away already. I don't want Snow to have seen like that.
He goes, "Don't you worry. I think that we'll become very, very acquainted."
And I kind of get into like all fours, Tabaxi style, and I kind of just, you see me like
he says,
give him the whatever.
As you're running, he goes, mind the gods, and he walks into the room that you just came out of.
I'm going to find. Is there like an easy way for me to kind of just say like I'm gonna find a way out and get back out to the front?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm distracting. No, yeah, I'm distracting like crazy.
I get on all fours and kind of pounce and leap up and find an empty or an open window to kind of get through.
Yeah, so the window that you opened mysteriously is now locked back again, but it's just a latch lock, so if you just reopen the latch, you can open the window and go out.
Perfect. I'm gonna do that, and I will take the long way around. You know, if I'm in this building, I'm gonna jump out, go to the next one, and then kind of like go around across the street to the and like come out the other side. So
all right.
They're distracting the guards, and I kind of just wait for them to look past and notice me, and I just give them a little nod and start walking very inconspicuously back towards the inn.
All right. Is there anything that you want to do, Gabriella?
So in the final season, what had happened was these two ninja friends fought once more and ended the Great Ninja War. And that is the entire story of how we got the tiger.
And Sakura still wanted Sasuke.
Did you tell him the whole of Naruto in like 40 minutes?
You know how long it would take to describe the original and Shippuden and into the Generation series?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how did you describe all of Naruto
That's
in 40
impossible.
minutes?
Believe it.
Yeah, exactly. Boom. She nailed it.
All right. So,
how are they feel? How do they look?
I hate it so much. Anyways, as you're done, the guards kind of look at each other and go, Tell us more, traveler of many planes.
In this strange land that I once visited, there's this thing called a McDonald's. It had various, I crashed. Crashed, by the way. It just crashed entirely. Did you guys hear my McDonald's?
I just now looked at your name on Roll20, Kyo. Bana Bakama.
Bana Bakama.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, no. So in another plane that I visited, there was this ancient restaurant called the McDonald's, and they have a happiness meal that you get.
Not copyrighted. Not copyrighted.
Oh my God.
And the bread, no sesame seeds on it.
He goes, "What's a sesame seed?"
I don't know either.
But if it was a big
They didn't
thing,
have them. They weren't even there.
it was a big thing. I don't know.
I'm be going. It's time for my cat to nap. But I think I just got a lead on where I might find my tiger. So thank you so much for your time, gentlemen.
They look around. They're like, "Oh right, the tiger. We're
Yes, it's
selling one
loose.
tomorrow. We're selling one tomorrow. If you
Oh,
need a
he's selling one
replacement.
tomorrow.
If you need a replacement."
Well, we could be intrigued with that notion. I'll have to talk to our circus tamer.
He goes, "All right. Well, you have a good night, and thank you for the stories."
Thank you for your fine work, gentlemen. Thank you. Come on, Rosalind. Let's leave this gentleman to their work.
All right.
Hi, good idea.
So as you guys go back to the inn, you enter the door and you see Snow kind of like sitting at one of the bar stools, like just waiting for you guys to show up. And are you?
So we
guys
see Snow right there.
Yeah, you would see Snow right there.
Okay, sorry.
I am still waiting
Waiting for
Look,
what?
Snow, you're very
for them
grumpy.
to come over to me.
Yes. Snow, darling, what did you see?
Get over here. Now, sit down.
There's Scorpion.
I have
right?
secrets.
Or a
Okay.
scorpion. Jeez.
Get over
There
here.
was a hooded figure that stopped me while I was stealing. I
You
don't
weren't
like it,
stealing.
and he
You're supposed
touched me a lot.
You weren't
Stop
supposed to.
talking. Stop talking. I am aggravated. I have been manhandled. I have been scruffed, eared, and arm grabbed. And I am a bit on edge, if you cannot tell by the hair on my spine
Cigarette break.
standing up a little bit. Anyway, look at this, and I pull out all the potions.
Anywho,
Anyway, look at this haul, and I'm gonna pull out all the potions. As I'm pulling them out, I'm actually going to describe to them about what happened and that I did sneak in. I did see the syringes.
I might have thought about burning the place down.
I grabbed
did
my
you-
bottle of oil and I poured it and I lit the whole place down and everything is dead. And then I was like, oh wait, it was just a dream. Put it away. And then
I'd rather have very vivid dreams if you're dreaming
And
about
then,
burning a place down.
yeah, so
Yeah, it was.
there was this figure who stopped me.
Sorry, I'm expecting you to
He's
say,
looking
"Where's
for the
Rachel?"
syringes. He's looking for the syringes too. Was he? I don't know.
He never said. You don't know.
Damn it.
You didn't
So there's
ask
someone
him
else
any
trying to break in.
questions. You
Did he
just
say
got
where he's
out.
from?
I'm gonna say he was looking for the syringes.
Okay.
Did he say where he was from exactly?
He did. Yes.
He was from Touchy Grabby Town.
Okay, well, assuming that's not where he's actually from.
No, it's a place. Look it up.
I don't have Google here.
Oh my gosh.
Where did he say he was from?
He said
In
that
the
he was.
underground.
He said that they called him Flem from the sewer. The places
The
in the
sewer,
sewers.
yes. Yeah, so he came from the sewers.
In the sewers. I heard there was
Thinking about it now, I'm even more grossed out that he touched me.
I just bathed. Just bathed.
Sewer man, whose literal name is something that comes out of the back of my throat, just touched me 3
Ew.
times.
We'll go somewhere real quick and try to figure this out then.
Have
'Cause
you
if we
heard
have-
of an underground sewer town?
Yes, when we first arrived here.
Disgusting.
Yes, very. I'd rather not go down there, but if there is some information down there, I feel like it might be best for me to go alone.
Sounds good, and I'm going to go and try to find a shower or a bath.
You're gonna bathe again.
Yeah, I'm gonna bathe again. It was just tainted, okay?
Don't even get to enjoy my bath.
Okay.
It's like when it's too humid and you get out of the shower and you're already sweating. That's not fun. That's not
Alright.
enjoyable.
All right.
So I'm gonna go to the manhole.
All right.
You aren't okay. You aren't interested at all in these potions.
I do rather fine without them, thank you.
Oh, by the way, when I grabbed the one of each from the racks, what did I get?
You got one from the weapons rack that was a very silvery looking potion. It looks kind of like mercury, if you know what mercury looks like.
Mm-hmm.
You got one from the eye that was purple, and then you got one. Hello, Woody. You got one from the final one that was a lightning-ish yellow.
And where did that one come from?
The last rack.
Well, but like, what was the last rack? Was that
So
the?
it was the eye, the freaking herb,
herb.
the.
Is the yellow herb?
No, well, yeah, the yellow would have been the herb. Yellow would be the herb,
Okay.
because the other one was
Okay.
medicine and then weapons.
The weapons. yeah.
Hello.
Okay. Yep.
Hello. Thank you,
I
buddy.
got Snow so much potions.
Come on. No, okay. Anyways, what do you?
Well,
Okay.
it's
And
still
hold up.
nighttime, so I'm gonna try to
Yes.
like get all my potions
Sorry,
up
dog
together,
was
good to
bothering
go.
me.
No, you're fine. I'm gonna get all my potions up, ready to go, and I'm going to try to find a place to finish rinsing off, and then
There's a bathtub in the inn room.
Yeah. Then I'll finish soaking and
Alright.
relaxing, and then I will try to finally decompress. I feel like I was a little bit on the edge earlier, and then I got summoned to my door to go on an adventure at night, and then I got touched a bunch. So
At night.
at night, so I'm gonna just try to relax and go to bed.
All right. Gabriella, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go to the manhole.
All right. Do you want to go to the same manhole that Liam showed you, or
Well, yeah, that's the only one that I know.
he
So
said that
I'll
they're
go
all
there.
around certain
Yeah.
areas.
Well, it would be. Would it be better for me to go? I mean, is there a closer one, or is this the most convenient manhole, or?
I mean, that's probably about like a 2 to 3 minute walk away. It wouldn't be too
That's
bad.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm gonna yeet on over there.
All right. What are you wanting to do at the manhole?
I'm gonna gently like knock at first, like
You knock and all you hear is the metallic ting, 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 and it like dissipates. There's no response really from it.
how rude. I expected the welcoming party, so I'm gonna go push stuff.
Is
and then
Rosalind
try to
with you?
No, I don't think she would be at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess
Or
I
did you
will
wanna-
sit in the room unless you want me to go with you.
No, I think I'll be fine alone, hypothetically. Because also, just in case I need spell slots, I want you to recover them or whatnot, or
I haven't
concentrate.
used any yet.
Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna go down the manhole.
All right. As you go down, the smell of raw sewage does invade your nostrils, and you
God.
can see like a very dry sewer system. It doesn't seem that like there's much use for it yet. It seems like they just kind of have it as a sort of hidden tunnel system more than likely, but there underneath you can hear like running water somewhere in the system, but you can't tell from which direction. It kind of emanates throughout the whole entire cavern. You see a couple lights just kind of like coming through and dancing about and then going off into the distance. Every now and then, like every about 5-minute period, you can see another light will come and pass by and then dance down the tunnel. But
So I'd figure I can infer that that's like the direction I need to go, or what I need to, because I was gonna, if I couldn't, I was gonna cast Primeval Awareness once more.
you can cast Primeval Awareness again.
Okay, yeah, I'll use another spell slot. It might spell slot based actually. Now that I looked at it, it's Primeval Awareness, so that way I can figure out the general direction there are, and I'll head towards them in that way.
Are you? what do you mean? You're looking for the undead sense, or what?
No, just like because you said I could sense them earlier. I just
Yeah.
wanted to find where they are so I could talk to them about this phlegm guy.
All right, so you can sense the undead in the area that the lights are coming from, not going to. But there's also a couple paths branching off, and you can't
Is it
tell.
only undead that I sense, or is there
It's
like...
only the undead that you sense. You can still sense the aberration from earlier, but once again off towards the end.
Mhm.
So you can't really sense anything else. You can sense the undead underneath here, and it's from where the lights are coming from instead of going to. But
Okay.
there's a
So
couple.
then I'll just head that direction.
There's a couple branching paths as you go out, but like if you keep following the undead, you eventually get to this weird like open chamber with what seems to be some sort of lake-ish thing in the middle, and you see a couple shanty like lean-tos and stuff set up, and around there you can see all these different like Fusipian folks that have these very elongated front fangs, these rat-like tails, and all this rat fur coming off of them, and they're all just milling about, kind of doing their own business. And you see a few different looking people. You see a couple people with like chunks of flesh missing, it seems. You see some people that literally have whole limbs just gone. You see a couple of people that look like Hana, in the sense that they're fairy looking. Don't put me in here.
No.
You see a couple people that look like Hana, where they have the wings, the very deep, like sunken in eyes that are dark and they're very pale. You see a couple people like Galax that have the pointed horns and then the tail and the skin kind of torn off. Yeah.
What are you talking about me for?
Yeah.
To get their attention, I toss a gold coin in the air, and I want to be like, I want information and I have money.
As you say that, one of the rats like turns over and goes, "Gold buys everything here."
Yes, I'm sure it does. Now, who is this phlegm guy?
Phlegm?
Yes.
Well, phlegm's what we call a lot of people around here.
Do you have anyone that would try to break into the auction house?
Anybody who would want to break into the auction house. He looks around, he's like, "Get a load of this one," and all of them start kind of giving this weird like like throughout the whole crowd. He's like, "All of us would like to break into the auction house."
Very well. So, then I guess my question is for you, what interests you in the auction house exactly?
Well, it doesn't. There's a lot of money there. There's a lot of, shall we say, fluids that could...
The fluids?
That could, give us certain, mental qualities. There's a lot of things that we all could use and want from there. But we don't break in because it's too heavily guarded.
What if I say that I was able to?
He looks at you and he goes, okay, princess. Yeah, that's just great.
You don't believe me?
No, I don't.
Well, then I guess you won't know about the boxes of syringes and liquids that we found, or the various other crates. I'm just basically reiterating what Snowwood told me what was inside exactly.
He looks at you, he's like, "Congratulations, you read their list of products."
Well, we saw their list of products.
Yeah, sure you did. They have pictures too. I'm glad that you're able to read.
The fucking rat you are.
He looks at you, he said, "What the fuck did you just call me?"
Don't worry about it, darling. You wouldn't be able to understand me with a
He like slowly reaches behind his back. He's like, "We don't really like newcomers here." And he starts pulling out a little shiv from behind his back. He's like, "You best start talking sense, or else we're gonna have to ask you to leave."
I pull out my bag of coins, like, I'm merely here for information.
And information is what we can give.
One more question. This Azamar for the Blackwoods. Who is he exactly? Goes by Klein, Cliv, Slime.
He looks at you, he's like, "Slime. He's an ungrateful little... Anyways, he's ungrateful and he likes to think that he's above everyone. But everybody has a secret, yes they do."
What's Slime's secret? Something I can use against him. In case he were to betray me in any capacity.
That scar on his face is his secret. What did he tell you that it was?
He didn't tell us anything. Just that he had dealt with similar.
He leans back, he's like, "That's not a scar. It's not a scar in the slightest." He looks at it, he's like, "Scars don't just pop up overnight. And we've seen him since before he has that scar.
Interesting. Care to elaborate?
I'm afraid that's about all we know. Sline's really secretive. He has a lot of people around him. All I know is that my money's where it's at. It's probably some sort of, magical sigil that he doesn't wish to really tell what it is. I'd say just bring it up next time you see him. Say that it's, say that it's from an old friend of his. And he like pulls off one of his whiskers and he's like, yeah. And he gives it to you. He's like, say it's from an old friend. And he smiles and he holds his hand out. He's like, honey.
Yes, how much would you like?
He's like, how much are you packing?
I don't believe you should ask a lady how much she's packing.
Well, from the looks of it, you aren't packing much. And he like smiles and he starts laughing a little bit. He goes,
Do you want the damn money or not?
Give me the pouch.
I hand him 5 gold.
He goes, thank you very much. And he pockets it, and he looks back, and he just starts going back to talking with some of his friends around the various, like, containers that they have fires started out of and such.
I go back up, and I head back to the hotel, and I'll tell Rosalind before I head to bed for the night.
All right. While you're
about what happened.
While you're like walking to the hotel, you hear a very familiar voice, and he goes, "Oh, so you decided to go down there after all?" He's like, "I was wondering when you would enter the sewer system."
Do not keep an eye on me like this. It's rather disturbing.
I consider it a bit of an insurance, and you hear the voice coming from like behind you, but he has not made himself like well known where he is at yet.
At least show yourself is going to sneak up on me like this.
I never said I was hiding. Why don't you just turn around and look for yourself?
I turn around.
You see him like leaning on, like he's laying on top of a dumpster, like just full length, and he's just got his legs out. He's like, so.
How rather appropriate sitting on top of trash.
What can I say? The world is full of it.
What's your leader?
I wouldn't say that. I just have a firm grasp on the situation.
Now, what is it you want from me if you're appearing?
Oh, I don't want anything. I just want to know why you're looking into Slime so much.
Those are Azamar concerns, and you're not an Azamar.
He looks at you and he slowly passes his hand over his face, and then he's like slowly turns his face, and you can notice that the face is Slime's face. He's like, well, what about now?
I'm not amused by your tricks.
He's like, okay, and he passes his hand back, and you see him frowning when he passes it back, but it's still Slime's face. Like, yeah, why so grumpy?
I'll show you quite the magic trick. See my hand? See my fist? Ah!
He's like, that's not very ladylike, princess.
And you're not very sewer-like.
I have my hands in many pots, many pots indeed. The sewers just happens to be one of them.
Yes, I can see that. That's why I didn't bother asking about you. Because it would have been a little too easy to figure out that way. In any case...
Oh, yes?
Yes.
You still haven't even found out my real name.
I figured at this point you would have said something, or I would have found out.
Really?
Well, are you going to walk me back to my inn? Since
I would love to walk a princess of the High Azamar courts back to her abode. And he jumps down and he's like, now if you would please. And he holds out his arm, like waiting for you to take hold of it.
I will grit my teeth. I will also have my dagger in my right hand, but I will grab his arm with my left.
He's like, no need to get so aggressive. And he slowly starts walking back. He's like, so, Your travels have been getting a little, shall we say, complex. Is there any?
You're not allowed in this area. Is that why you're? That's why you're having us do your dirty work, correct?
No, I'm allowed. Just they can't see me taking certain objects. And also, I'm not the one that's not allowed, technically. It is, shall we say my brother. And he's like, old blue hair, you know, that
Please,
guy.
I could tell that he's you, in some capacity.
He could, me, please. Please. And he looks at you, he's like, I've about had it with these lies and tomfoolery. You cut me deep. Really, it hurts.
Cut you deeper, easily.
He's like, go
But
ahead.
I'd rather make it civil.
He's like, go ahead, and he lifts up his shirt. Many people have. And you see multiple scars just spreading across his body in various patterns and directions. He's like,
Put
it
your
wouldn't be
shirt
the
down.
first. And he's like, fine. Anyways, what are your thoughts? Are you going to be able to acquire the syringe for my brother?
Yes. And and he'll keep his bargain. I'm
Oh,
assuming.
naturally. There's forces at work that would prevent us from, let's say, breaking such a bountiful pinky promise.
And after this, we're free from your control.
I would never say that you are under my control to begin with. Why, my brother can be pit dramatic if I do say so myself.
Well, after this, you and your brother, we owe you no favors whatsoever, and you will leave us alone.
Or what? You think you can hurt me?
It's not a matter of hurt, it's a matter of a deal, darling. At the end of the day, you have asked us for a service, and we're going to provide it, and that's it.
And at the end of the day, Drake will still become what he's destined to be.
You leave my brother
The number
out of
one
it.
rapper in all of Canada.
Number one. He's like,
Another.
oh, trust me. I know he's been contacting you. We always know everything.
You mess with my family. What little family I have left. I will hunt you down.
Just out of curiosity, what has Drake said to you?
I stay silent.
Thought so. Everything, and yet nothing, all at once. You're frightened.
He and I have a family bond. That's all we need.
I think it's a little more than that. He
Oh,
means a
look, we
lot
are
to
at my
you.
inn.
He like grabs you by the neck and he just goes, we both know what's going to happen if you slip up tomorrow.
We won't fail. Now unhand me.
He slowly releases his grip and he goes,
Filthy.
there's more at work here than you can imagine. I don't expect your royal brain to really grasp it. But if you don't follow what we are trying to get you to do, your brother isn't the only casualty at stake.
Enter the inn, and then I shut the door.
You just hear him go, I would hate if something were happened to Rosalind's brother, and then he leaves. He starts walking away.
You! Just underneath the breath, I'm just like, fuck you.
All right, and what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna cry.
Are you gonna just seriously just sit down and cry? I can't hear you.
Can't
I'm gonna go to
hear you.
Rosalind's room. What is with them? Why am I angry today? Hold on. I'm gonna go to Rosalind's room
Wait.
and
I
Wow.
mean, we're literally sharing a room flip, so.
yeah. All right. I'm gonna go to Rosalind's room and be like, yeah. I'm gonna go to our room and be like, so nothing uneventful.
Nothing uneventful, double negative. Read
Sure,
into it.
It seems like something happened. You know me better than this.
Let's just worry about tomorrow and we'll figure out then. We gotta turn in early for the night.
It's like 1 a.m.
Yes.
Early.
And the market's at 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. It's perfect.
Perfect. 12 hours done and done.
I'm done. No, but in all seriousness, I went down a sewer.
I stink.
Maybe you should take a bath before tomorrow.
Yes, I'll definitely do that right now. Actually, the filth is absolutely disgusting. So yeah, I'm gonna go bathe.
All right. Are you buying any of the pedals?
Oh hell yeah!
All of them? that is 10 copper for all the pedals.
No, I'll do a normal I'll do like a normal lavender with some citrusy tones kind of
All right.
thing.
So
'Cause I
the bag that you get from the innkeep is a bag of like lavender petals, and then you see some weird like orangish peels in there, but you can't tell if it's like actually orange. It's
Ooh,
some weird
festive.
fruit from around the area, and it's like, here you go. And he's like, five cobs, please.
I'll hand over one of these the gris. That's silver, right? Gris.
Grizz is gold.
Gold.
Never mind. What was the name of it? Fuck. Not silver. Something close to it.
You could just say silver.
Okay, silver. I'm sorry. I tried to remember. Give him one whole silver. It's like, keep the change, darling. I'll be getting more petals anyway. Eventually.
He looks at you and says, very well. And he like goes and he's like, and in you go. Have a nice bath. Night. Evening. Stay safe.
Hmm.
Alright.
Take a bath. Bath scene.
Bath scene.
Bath scene. There's been 2 bath scenes today.
Oh my fucking lord. Anyways.
That's an image I would
And
be
then
able
are
to
you gonna
get
go
out
to
of
sleep?
Yes, obviously. I'll sleep in the bath, actually.
Just
Wake up all pruny.
oh my gosh, I hate it. So, is there anything else you want to do, Rosalind, before you go to sleep, or no?
Probably get her out of the bath.
I didn't actually fall asleep in the bath. I'm fine.
Alright, so as you guys all go to sleep and tuck in for the night, you guys have a pretty uneventful night. There is one dream that Rosalind has, though, that I would like to give her before we end. So let me give Rosalind a dream real quick. I'll be right back, guys.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna use a bathroom.
Okie doke. So, as you wake up, you kind of wake up in this ruins, like around you. You notice a little bit of like broken down castles. You see like a fortress in the back with a flag waving, and you notice your brother, like just kind of sitting there on one of the parapets, looking over the battlefield. And as you like try to get up and like move your body, you find yourself a little stuck. Is there anything you wish to call out to him, or do you wish to just kind of observe?
I mean, I'm gonna try to call out, like, his name at him.
All right. As you call out his name, he like sits there and he looks over. He's like, "Oh, well, finally awake there, Drake, are you?" And he like looks back at the battlefield. He's like, "Look at what you've done. Great, isn't it?" And he's like looking at it, and as you turn to like see the battlefield, you see a lot of fire just rolling over the hills, and you notice something very interesting about it. You see a hut in the middle of this battlefield that kind of reminds you of the hut that Grant lived in, that you had been to and were there in order to get the cure for what ailed Hana, and he just goes, "You've really screwed the pooch on this one, didn't ya?" And he looks back, he's like, "If only you would stop where they told us to. But you got so greedy." He looks back at you and he's like, "I loved you, man. You were the closest thing that I could have had to a true brother." And he looks down at his hands and he goes, "I don't know what the future may hold for you, but I know what it holds for me. And honestly, I don't see you in it." And he looks around and he pulls out a small dagger and he like walks forward and you feel the dagger enter your side and he goes, "I'm sorry. I hope that you can forgive me." And he slides it out as fast as he can and he brings it back and cuts you across the like throat, and then you just like wake up. Like as he slices your throat, you wake up like very heavily sweating and just confused from the situation. And hold on.
Oh my god.
Hello guys.
Hi.
So Flip's not back. I was gonna say you guys.
I'm like the one person that I need to be back is not here.
But
Darn it.
well, we'll go ahead and start with them. Hana and Galax, you guys wake up and you like it's early morning. It's around like 6 a.m. more than likely, and the light's just shining in through the windows of your guys' room, and you start hearing the milling about of the town life, the normal life around there. You start hearing the criers and the merchants trying to sell their wares. Is there anything in particular you guys want to do? They're gonna be asleep for a little longer since they did stay up, you know, 6 hours longer than you guys.
I'm gonna roll a d8.
I'm gonna instantly pull something out of my pouch inside the inn.
You went in with the tiger, he's coming out with something.
I've been dealing with a lot. I think I'm just gonna stay in my room for a little while. Maybe might pop down, get some breakfast, but I'm just gonna kind of keep to myself. Maybe practice my charm a little more.
Sham, yo, you can ask the innkeep if you want to play with for them.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm not at that level yet.
Aww. Not that confident. What did you get?
Bobby's back!
Bobby Bear.
So you went in with the tiger, you're coming out with the bear.
Not Eddie Bear, Bobby. Bobby is back.
So, as you wake up and you pull it out of your bag, you just notice Bobby's like face. You can see the very distinct white pattern on his chest that he had before. That kind of looks like a half-baked eagle kind of coming out of the bag, and he just kind of lays on the bed and he rolls over and shows his tummy.
I'm gonna sort of be like, "Ah, Bobby, my good man!" Like wrestling him a little bit to wake up in the morning.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to do?
No.
You just sit in the room and pet Bobby.
He's so happy that there's Bobby.
All right. So Hana and Galax are both in their rooms. Hana probably went down to get food and then came back up to the room, I'm assuming. Not wanting to trouble too many people, you know. But this is when Rosalind is gonna wake up from her sleep in a very cold sweat, kind of shaking, a little disturbed by the night before. Is there anything you want to do, Rosalind?
Did Gabriella wake up at all to me? Like,
Gabriella is
freaking
still
out?
asleep.
Just 5 more minutes.
So bad. So...
What did you do to her, Lucy?
so bad.
You're frozen for me. Okay, there you go.
I guess I'll try to wake Gabriella up. Maybe.
So comfy.
I'll go sit in a chair in the corner and just like think about the dream, I guess.
Okay.
Dude, did you just give her PTSD?
I don't know. I don't know. So about an hour passes, and then Gabriella slowly wakes up from her slumber. Kind of groggy at first, you know, foggy memory, foggy brain, head empty, no thoughts and whatnot. But
That's the way I like to wake up.
obviously, that's the same way for me, honestly. But what do you? Is there anything you want to tell her?
Today's the day we steal stuff. What a marvelous morning.
Color.
Rosalind, are you okay?
No.
Rosalind, you look like you've seen a ghost.
I might have.
Oh. You want to talk about it?
Maybe. You might not like it.
Rosalind, I mean, you can tell me anything. We're best friends.
Deafen.
Yeah. You wanna deafen them?
Yeah, sure. I'll deafen them while you guys talk. All right. They're deafened.
Your brother may or may not be dead. Maybe.
What do you mean? We've just heard that he was at the Parisian Archives last time.
Oh, but I also just saw a battlefield and Ensign stabbed him.
Ensign?
Yeah.
Wait, who's Ensign?
My brother.
What? Hold on, first actual reaction. What the fuck? Out of character, what the fuck? Hold on. Okay, back in character.
Hi!
I thought they were lovers, honestly.
They probably might have been, but apparently something happened with Drake that ended in a battlefield of flames.
Oh, this is merely a dream, right? And you're not an oracle.
It felt very real. Because I got stabbed.
You got wait, is she? Do I notice if she's like bleeding or anything?
You can check her, but there's no blood coming from her or anything.
Okay.
You notice a red mark on her side, but there's no blood.
You should probably get this checked out. But you're a doctor, so you can check it. Are you allowed to check out yourself?
Is self-diagnosis okay if you're a doctor?
So, either this is happening now, or it could be happening, but either way, they're together somewhere, and it's not looking good.
We have to find him immediately. As soon as we finish off here, we have to... I don't know if Galax or Hana would be willing to come with us.
But the hut looks like we've been there before.
What do you mean?
It looked like Grant's hut.
So they're close, perhaps.
It was in the middle of the battlefield.
Okay, then I guess we'll head there tomorrow. We have to head back to Groveland anyway to give the syringe to Trigger, or whatever his name was. Robert? Something? Maybe Downey? Probably Junior. But...
Alright,
let's,
I'm gonna go ahead and undeafen them now.
yeah.
Welcome
And
back,
that's
guys.
how you met your mother?
I hate it so much.
Yay!
It's gonna dream of the
Azzy!
whole plot to how I met your mother.
Azzy, are you okay?
I'm just like, gosh darn it.
See, you wanted all the secrets, and now you want none of them.
The thing is, the secrets are probably just as intense for everyone else. I feel bad, though.
I'm just like, oh no. Because I'm like, this is gonna end badly for one of us.
It's gonna end badly for someone. You just don't know who yet.
Russian roulette.
Yeah.
Russian roulette.
I mean, Hana pretty much plays it every day.
Gun, which is Russian roulette. A good bullet, bad bullet.
Exactly, bro. Are you okay, Kyo?
Yeah, what?
You looked focused on something.
You're like intense focus right now.
Oh, I'm just hanging.
All right, but with that, I would say that you guys are all awake. Do you guys want to reconvene down at the innkeep's like main room?
Yeah.
I'm down.
All right. As you guys are reconvening, you all should probably roll perception real quick for me.
Oh no. Okay.
A lot of stuff that you can see.
I'll roll for Snow. Wait, is Snow here as well?
Yeah, Snow would be here as well. Snow would have woken up and just went down to the main area.
Snow's gonna be 20.
Snow's is 20.
What?
And I'm
Nice.
10.
All right.
I'm dirty 20.
Beautiful.
21.
All right. 20? 20? Is that another 20?
19.
19? Might as well be 20. Okay, got it. So everybody except Hana. But no, as you guys all walk down, you notice a very packed inn, but it's very like quiet. They don't seem to be talking very loud. The posh nature of this particular inn brings in members of a higher class than you guys are used to. So they're all sitting around different tables and like eating and talking, but it's not like the rowdiness of a normal bar or anything like that. And as you guys come down, you notice the same Birdman from before, and he goes, "Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you all doing today?"
Exactly what I need to put me into high spirits. Thank you so much.
Oh, dude, anytime, anytime. And he's like, "What about you, young miss?" And he points to Hana. "Is there anything we can get you today?"
Meat.
We can make more food. Yes. What do
Raw.
you guys
Raw.
raw? Okay, well, they don't tell us not to sell it that way, so I guess we can't do that. Would you like to buy a table? We go by tables here. It's kind of like a buffet method. So would you guys like to buy a table?
No use for table.
Eat on floor.
Eat on floor.
Hana, darling, should you perhaps here? We'll get this nice table over here.
He's like, "All right, that'll be 5 silver for the table, and we can bring you anything on that little menu there on your table."
5 silver it is. Here we are.
And he's like, "Thank you very much." And he's like, "Now," and he like goes around and takes your orders, and he goes back to the back to tell the cook to make them up. And he brings Hana's out first, which is literally just like a leg of a turkey, but it's not cooked. He's like, "Here you go, young lass. There you go."
I start to kind of rip it apart with my claw.
The quail?
like,
You rip the
finger.
quail apart?
Yeah. And I'm just gonna start like shoving it into my mouth and kind of making a mess. I'm starving and I've been out of it for a little, and after the hard days that I've had, I'm kind of reverting back into my primitive self a bit.
All right.
You had a dream you were a cat that was breaking into things.
I know. I
it's
just
been
didn't know
hard.
what was going on.
As you guys are sitting there eating for a few seconds, you guys start to hear the noise in the market. Like the streets kind of die down, and there's not as many merchants talking. It's just like they're getting quieter and quieter. And then all throughout the crowd, you just start hearing one little like murmur start emerging, and they just like start gossiping, and you can tell that something's a little off about it, and that something seems wrong about today than usual. Is there anything you guys want to do, or do you just want to eat?
Oh, seems like a regular Tuesday.
I mean, I'm still
I
shaking
flagged
up.
the guy down.
Hmm?
I flagged the waiter or the dude down who gave me the turkey.
He goes, "Oh yes, yes, yes. How may I help you?"
And you said it was on the paper, right?
Yeah.
I'm kind of like eating, and my hands have some like grease and other stuff. I kind of smear my finger across the paper's article, making a bit of a grease stain, and I just kind of tap at it as a.
He goes, What would you like to know?
What? Why?
Why what?
What's the head article you said?
There's not a head article. There's a murmur throughout the crowd outside.
Why is it so quiet?
He goes, "Oh, that. There's been a break-in apparently last night into the auction house."
Break-in? You don't say.
Yes, certainly somebody broke in and stole some stuff.
You
didn't
don't
say
say.
They didn't
I
say
sort of
what was
perk up.
stolen though?
They don't want to advertise what was stolen. They said they would let us know at the auction, when they start listing off the inventory for the lots.
Can I perk up at this? Can I sort of insight into trying to figure out what's going on by what everyone said?
The town crier that is literally announcing it has just been telling everybody that there's been a break-in and that multiple objects have been shown up missing. Among them, none of the major lot items, but there's been a couple minor items and one animal in particular that is gone.
What's the animal?
They didn't say. They won't say what the animal is yet.
Fuck. Alright.
Yeah.
Do they have any leads on? Do they need any help investigating? Do they have any leads on anything? What do you know?
Are you who are you asking?
Tall, lanky boy.
The bird?
Oh,
Yeah.
Link.
Okay. He looks at you. He's like, I think they're not that upset about it. It seems like they kind of get a break-in or at least an attempt every year. So I guess they probably assumed this was gonna happen one way or another eventually. But
I guess, but it's still rather nerve-wracking because we're here for the auction.
Yeah,
and I don't want
yeah.
any of the stuff that I want to be stolen.
Understandable so. They're not gonna force anybody to buy anything. Like I said, they'll let you know the inventory at the start, but I mean, that I can only tell you what the town criers have been shouting and what everybody's been talking about. They've been saying that, like, word on the street that it might have been a couple of potions, but other than that, they won't. Nobody's hazarding a guess at the animal that has been let free. You can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just murmuring underneath her breath, an animal let free. It's just like interesting.
He goes, yep.
Well,
So
is the auction still on schedule though?
yeah. The auction is still on schedule. There's nothing wrong with that. We're all good to go.
I just let out the biggest burp as I finish my food. So what happened? Huh? And I'm like completely zoned out. Obviously, I'm listening to what was going on outside, but I just didn't get any of that conversation.
I'll relay the whole conversation, but I'll also whisper to him about what happened the other night while he was sleeping.
I'm gonna sort of like slam my arm on the table and go, "You mean Toby?" Like that, and like really aggressively. Toby, you know.
No?
Yes.
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 Yes, I will nod along.
What is happening?
He's forgotten the conversation he was having. You just told me what happened last night, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh
I'm
my
just
God.
playing along because you spoke about Toby.
Nobody said anything about Toby.
Yes, because you were talking about a tiger as your story to cover up the soul talking to the.
Oh,
dog.
that's one of how to get to. Yeah.
Okay.
See,
that-
I listen.
Oh my god.
Like
I
40
was
seasons
playing
ago.
along. I was playing along.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Well, I didn't mention that to you. I was mentioning the fact that I told that what Snow did.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying
Okay,
to play
just
with the fact
making
that
sure.
you're talking
Okay.
about Toby.
Okay. All right. Cool. We got this.
It's a fever dream. Something's happening. Always going. Always changing.
Nailed it. 100% no.
Oh my gosh. All right. Is there anything you guys want to do before you head out? The innkeep is just looking like, if there's anything that I can get you guys, just let me know. I have my ways.
Okay. Well, we'll take that into consideration, but we must go to the auction. I do want to see a little bit of. I wonder if they'll let me in early. I hope they're not Are they conducting any investigations, or would I be able to go in early and get a nice seat?
He sits down. He's like, most of the time they ask for you to leave your weapons outside. That's the main thing, because there's a lot of high-ranking officers that come in. There's a lot of sketchier people. It's really a who knows who of the land, So they want to make sure that those that have grudges, political, otherwise, economic, that they do not incite a fight, and if so, that they themselves can put it down or at least get them out of there.
I'm representing the Blackwoods, so I think I'm covered.
He's like, they'll still require your weapons, more than likely.
Well, shit.
He's like, this is not exclusive of any family. There are legit pirate lords that come in and ask to participate. Well-known ones at that.
Very well. So I'll leave my weaponry.
Pirate. He's like, all right. So if that's all, then I'll let you guys enjoy your meal.
Yes, it is.
I
will speak for him.
I will
Yes.
pick up Bobby and walk outside.
Walk outside?
You know how I had him before with the piggyback? Like, I'm gonna pick up Bobby, take him on my back, and be like, I'll see you guys in a little bit. And I'm gonna sort of wander outside and like just basically think about what has been said
All right.
to me now. Because obviously now I know technically it's Galax, so
As you walk outside and you look to Market Square, you see somebody that seems to be like yelling and preaching at the top of his lungs, and you also see a couple people down on their knees, like looking up at him, and they all appear to be hybrids of some sort, but you can't tell what hybrids made up each person in particular. And then all of a sudden, like, the guards come, and you see the guards, like, kind of take the guy off of the pedestal that he is standing on, and they, like, push him back into the crowd, and they just dismantle the pedestal really quickly. And you see there be a kind of a fuss over it, but it seems like most people are okay with what had happened.
I'm gonna see this and just keep it in mind because obviously, you know, it's hybrid, so I'm a bit like
Okay.
on the suspicious side. I'm not gonna say anything yet because I'm a bit like okay.
Okay. Is there, are you guys just gonna go ahead and head off to the, auction house then?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah.
as you guys approach the auction house, you do see a couple people out front, like in a queue, trying to wait to get up to the main area. And you see the guards checking rings, and you also see after the ring check, you see a second check where they're like, you got this. Appropriately patting people down and checking for any weapons that they may have on their person. And as they do that, they have like different crates kind of wheeling in one by one, trying to get each person to get put the crates filled with their items. And do you guys just want to try and go in, or do you want to wait for somebody, or ask somebody, or pull them out?
I'm not gonna go in, and I'm gonna pull sort of like usher everyone aside and be like, so what's actually the plan? Because from the sounds of it, you guys went in last night when I was asleep. So what's the plan here?
I'm just gonna stick to Galax and kind of hug onto the side of him and like his leg and wait.
I'm gonna
Also-
go grab food real quick because I'm starving, but I'm
Okay.
gonna stick with Gabriella's character.
Okay.
I have to head out. I'm sorry.
All right, no worries. It's about to end. We're good. We're good.
Okay. I love y'all.
Love
Bye.
you too, Keo. Have fun.
Thank you.
Mwah.
I'll
My
control your
name is
character,
Snow.
don't worry.
Thank you. No. I
My
did
name
not
is
give that.
Snow right now.
Oh, so now
I got-
wait. So I'm controlling Hana, Galax, and Snow.
Yeah, but you won't have to control him for long. No worries. All right. So, is there anything else you want to do?
So Gabriella, what's the plan?
Well, I'll be stalling at the.
Hi, Kel.
I go.
Hello.
Snow didn't die. Don't worry.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
But
we're
you did take some damage,
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. It wasn't much. You're good. You're good.
and you may
No,
have
that's
stolen
fine.
some things.
Perfect. That's my
now-
job.
And now the whole town's alert because there was a break-in apparently.
But you weren't the
I-
only one that broke in, so
Feel like I didn't roll great on stealth.
It wasn't the stealth checks. Trust me.
Oh no.
Anyways, continue.
so Gabriella, what's the plan with this? Because I have a funny feeling me and Hana aren't going to be much further than this.
Well, and I'm going to yoink the syringe from his bag, and the
Just ask. Just ask.
I just want to do it sleight of hand, like, and everything. So it's like a little magic trick.
All right.
Carry on.
Are you gonna stop him?
No.
Okay.
I'm just like looking for the syringe. You can't.
Alright. So you
It's sharp.
you get the syringe. Okay, continue the conversation, Gabriella.
Then all of a sudden, I pull out his vial that he also.
Oh my god.
And then we're going to put this into there and replace the vial. Easy.
How is my point? Not. I know what we're doing. I just want to know how.
Well,
Like, do you want me and Hana to burst into the courtroom?
No boasting. This is going to take an. You two will be muscle just in case things go south. I will enter the courthouse with Ruslan, disguised as auctioneers.
You mean buyers.
Buyers.
No, not the auctioneer.
Yes. Sorry.
Sorry, I stuttered
I just
so
woke
hard
up a
there.
very vivid bath scene.
I will stick at the back then because there is a sickle I root.
Would you like me to buy the sickle?
How much money you got?
Not a lot.
Trust me, I want to get the sickle.
Okay.
I
Well,
want
in any
at least
case,
one.
you know
I
what?
will sneak in the back.
You could act as our guard, perhaps. But anyway, Snow will be the main one to be breaking in and entering.
Gotcha. So
Our mission is to stall and give her as long as time she has. We need to procure an item list and see chronologically when the next item is. That's our main focus right
but
now.
if I'm your guard, I can ask. I just need to
Yes.
look like a guard.
Yes, exactly. And all the scars. Perfect.
At this point, I sort of go like this, and I'm like etching on like,
Okay.
the side of my face, like from like my cheek down to my chin. And
Don't
I'm
do
like,
that.
And I'm like, scar works. And then I sort of think back to
Slide.
Slime, and I'm like, they could fall for it, even though I look nothing like him. I'm just like,
You never know.
oh my god.
Unless. JK, unless.
But yeah, and I'm just like, so that's the plan. I'm the guard with my sniper, and I'm pointing at Hana,
Yes. Yes, she can.
protecting you.
Yes. Oh god.
That's about right.
Oh
I'm
god.
going to die today. I'm going to actually die today.
Alright.
I have wisdom, okay? Leave me alone.
I may have not a lot of intelligence, but that comment still hurts.
Alright, what are you guys doing? Oh my gosh. You guys have talked about the plan. Is there anything else you want to do?
I think we're good.
I think we'll just see. I was gonna say. I think we just stop it there.
Gonna
All
set
right.
up, I think.
So you guys get into the queue and you're waiting there, and then like as you get into the queue, you immediately feel like a presence like get in queue behind you, and it goes
Swear to God.
and like so everybody can hear him. He goes, "I sure hope this whole plan works," and then you also hear, "Or else things might get ugly."
Do I see both of them, or is that just one person?
You hear both of them, but you can't see them. They're behind you.
I turn around.
I'm gonna mutter under my breath.
First time
Oh,
I've even-
Trigger. It seems we have some business to speak of later, you and I.
To which one?
Trigger.
He goes, "That'll be discussed after the mission." And then you hear like a weird like, ugh, and then he goes, "Thank you very much for doing this for us. I appreciate it."
I hate you both.
And as you turn around, Galax, to see them, you see two hooded figures, but one is a little shorter than the other, and they have their hood like fully over them to try and hide their face.
Can I sort of look down at them and go, do I know you two? Do you mind talking to my royal? What's the word? And I sort of lean to Gabriella.
Pain in the
Yes.
ass.
Wow, okay, look here. It may be true, but it still hurts.
What's the word?
Princess.
Don't talk to the royal princesses while we're at war. Turn around, knowing full well who they are, by the way, just being annoying at this point. And I sort of turn around and like cross my arms like this.
They go, let's get this over with. And as you guys slowly start inching closer and closer to the auction house, and you start getting closer to the ring check, I think that we are able to end it there for today. I think that we can be able to do auction house tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but next session,
week.
guys.
Yeah.
Tomorrow,
excited.
I wish it was tomorrow.
But yeah, is there anything you guys want to talk about before we start talking about our channels?
To Jebba for a 24-hour stream and raising over
Yo.
$1,100 for Canada Cancer.
Yo, Jebba, go crazy!
Yay!
Also, thank you so much for the raid, Jebba, and for Angry for the raid. I appreciate it, and biggest fan for the follow. You guys are amazing, and I appreciate the support. But if there's nothing else, Angry, why don't you talk about your channel?
Hi, I'm Galax. I'm annoying. Essentially, I'm a variety streamer. And I stream Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. I sometimes stream on Saturdays. 9 times out of 10, I'll stream on a Saturday. I play Galax. I'm a variety streamer. I've mainly been playing a lot of Apex lately, and I've also been playing a lot of Overwatch. I've been slowly getting into Divinity, which is actually D&D, surprisingly.
Dude, I love Divinity. It's so much like D&D.
Yeah, and Bongo Senior has made an appearance. He's a part of my party, so that's pretty awesome.
Oh my god, did you get Beast?
Yep. And I'm having a really fun time with it, and I'm really grateful that I've been able to be a part of this campaign as well. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. So go check out Angry's channel, guys. It's angry_RJ.
You almost with 3 Ys.
And then Flip, why don't you talk about your channel real quick?
Hi, I am Flip Legit. I play Gabriella Blackwood, who is a little bit of a princess.
Just a tad.
Just a tad. Just a touch princessy. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch. Usually a first-person variety streamer. So that's between Overwatch, Valorant, and various other games. But I've been recently picking up League of Legends. I'm trying to go back to Dragon Age and back to a little bit more commerce settings. And you'll commonly see me stream with Azzy as well.
And that brings
She's
us
over here
to Azzy.
Hey.
Well, not on my screen, but Azzy, would you like to talk about
over
your
here.
channel?
I'm Azrael. I am a variety streamer, so I usually play Overwatch, Apex. I've been playing Final Fantasy 15. We are almost done that playthrough, so I'm excited about that. You usually find me streaming with Flip or monitoring his channel. I play Rosalind Lapis, who not usually Karen, but was channeling all the sass today.
I feel like that's how you talk to you're channeling your customers.
I love that it was like most times you're just like, all right, and then just with Slime you're just like, no, I don't like you.
Okay, I think I've done that twice with 2 different characters. So I was like, I don't like you.
Definitely done it before, but I was like, Slime's been the longest interaction. I was just like, ugh. I'm trying to be little mysterious, but Slime's getting annoyed.
I did my job.
He was really close to just straight up going and attacking you. I was really close.
I was gonna use an attack on him too.
Oh, you know I said I was concentrating for 15 minutes.
Yeah, what was that about?
I was waiting for someone to make an attack because all I have to do is concentrate and I can summon Blade Sword, my flame sword. So I was waiting, dude. I was fucking waiting.
Oh my gosh.
I was ready.
Oh my gosh. And if you guys are not already following Keo had to dip out because we did go overtime, because we tend to go overtime because I'm bad. Anyways.
And he finished 365 days of streaming.
366.
Yeah, plus more streams.
Yes.
He did a leap year of streaming.
He did a leap year, one whole hop. Not a skip or a jump, but at least one leap.
And since he's 6'2", that's 3 hops for one.
Never mind, I was gonna say maybe for you.
Ew.
Oh my god.
Love you, Flip. But yeah, if you guys haven't already checked him out, go check out Keo as well. He's a wonderful guy and he deserves the love. And with that, if there's nothing else to say, Cal, do you have anything you want to say?
please go follow all the wonderful people who are in this call and Kyo, because I don't stream, so instead of following me, go follow them.
But yeah, if there's nothing else, I will probably hop back in here, but I'm gonna give my chat a proper send-off, guys, so I'll be right back. But bye-bye!
I love you.
Have
Bye,
a wonderful
chat.
night!